Do you want to talk about the eliminated teams?
No, I don't. I'm trying to sleep, bro. I don't care about these ass teams. Except
About the
my
Knicks.
Brooklyn Nets, bro.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Point of Attack podcast. I'm your host, Evan.
What's up? I'm Arjun.
And I'm not gonna lie, has it been like a month since we last posted
Yeah,
a
it's been a
record?
hot minute. It's been a hot
Yeah,
minute.
so if you can't already tell, the pod's gone digital. We're still gonna do, I think, in-person episodes when we can if we're both in the area, but obviously, both of us work jobs and everything, so we're still gonna go strong. We actually had a video recorded, but honestly, between a whole bunch of corruption with the SD card, among other things, we just kind of end up scrapping it. We were able to post some reels about our thoughts on it, like how this dude hates the Dallas Mavericks. um,
Yeah.
but no, we were still able to get things going. But honestly, I'm kind of not mad at it because one, we're gonna do more tier lists, but also I think it's fair to say in that month, that video became severely outdated because there are a lot of teams that I thought would be making noise that are making noise, and a lot of teams that are making noise that I wouldn't have expected to make noise as soon. But all in all, we're back and we're getting ready to talk more about the NBA as we get ready for the most exciting time of any basketball fans year, the NBA playoffs. So yeah. So shit. You got any thoughts just on the overall state of the NBA right now? Because me personally, I think the biggest shock to me, honestly, there are a couple of shocking things, but the Hawks actually managing to beat the playing allegations right now is probably one of the craziest things I've seen. Like
Yeah,
Jalen Johnson,
they're probably just gonna be top six.
they're the
That's
sixth seed
pretty
right
cool.
now.
Yeah, I know. I just saw. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's just,
Well, I mean, they had that 11 game win streak against all those fodder teams. So,
not, they weren't all
beating bad
fodder.
teams, they were mostly all fodder. Come on.
They were all above 500 for the most part.
I'm
I think
looking
I
at it
don't
right
remember.
now. I'm
I don't
pretty
want
sure they
that
were.
anyway.
I swear they were all below 500.
We
Yeah,
can check.
let's look.
We can double check. But overall, I think just seeing the way the NBA's played out, I think now more than ever, it's very, very much so apparent that there is just so much talent in the league. Like, if I'm being real, I'm
Mhm.
honestly really, really happy. I know we're going to start with this, but we're getting two expansion teams. If you didn't see that already, I know you saw it, but just the general public.
Come
Uh,
on, man. We have a basketball podcast, of course. Yeah.
but Seattle and Vegas are finally getting their, well, Seattle's getting their team back, and Vegas is finally getting the team that they've been wanting since freaking 2010 or whatever the hell they've. I don't remember
Yeah.
when they started doing summer league in Vegas. I know it was in 2010, but they've wanted a team in Vegas for a long time, and it's a lot of exciting things. Guys like Mac McClung are finally going to get a shot, hopefully, in the NBA.
Mhm.
You're going to probably see not probably, you will see the Minnesota Timberwolves going east, which is going to be very, very interesting
I don't
for.
think it'll be them. I think it'll be
It's
Memphis.
going to be two
But
teams, isn't it?
no. It has to be one. Because if you have 15 teams on both sides and then you add two teams to the West, you can only transfer one team over to make it even, right? Because it'll be 17 and 15. And then you transfer a team over. So that's
No,
16,
you need
16.
two because it's two teams in the.
No, it's one, bro.
No,
Because
you're
then,
right.
yeah.
Nah, so you think it's Memphis?
Well, they're the most east. They're the furthest east.
I
And
think
like I get this, like the talent argument is stupid because these teams are going to change drastically in 2 years.
that's
But like
fair.
moving Minnesota over there when Memphis is still like way further. I think Memphis is so far east that like it makes sense to make them the one to go.
If I'm the NBA, I'm not gonna lie, bump all that noise. You send Minnesota to the East. I just don't see from a like just a marketing standpoint, not even marketing, but just a product standpoint, you want the Minnesota Timberwolves to go to the East from a sense of
Yeah, but like the Minnesota Timberwolves could like blow it up in like 2, 3 years. I mean, they're not gonna win a
that's
championship
fair.
anytime soon. So like, who's to say that in 2028 when these teams come in that the Minnesota Timberwolves are gonna be a competitive team? Like, I actually don't think that they will be, which we can talk about. But
That's
like
crazy.
Memphis, like that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think you should be using like competitiveness as a reason because that's very transient, right? Like just
That's
use
fair.
location, move Memphis, and then it'll be good for Memphis as well because I think Memphis can actually show out against the weaker Eastern Conference. They're not like they're bad in the Western Conference and they're a rebuilding team, but go to the East and then they can probably just develop a little bit.
My
And
biggest
like, I don't know, it makes more sense for them. Like, think about it, like in terms of traveling to like play games, playing more Eastern Conference teams means less traveling for their franchise. Like, I think ultimately it's a benefit for them. But
I think my biggest fear is just with Memphis is I think they'll try and relocate a little bit and they may rebrand to the
oh, like
Nashville.
Memphis themselves relocate?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
possibly.
think they should. I got like one or two friends who are Memphis fans, some from the area, but honestly, just I don't think you need to take a basketball team away from a city with that much pride, like for their team. I know they're kind of I won't say the butt of a joke, but like they've kind of really been mid
Mid.
since
Yeah.
they've got like that Lakers lost when they had the 2 seed.
Yeah, but I mean
But
22, 23, they were
you
good.
know,
And then now they're
that's my
not,
thing.
but they'll rebuild in a couple years, probably go at it again in 29,
They have enough
28, 29.
assets. They have enough
That's what I'm saying.
assets.
Like move Memphis because in a couple years, Memphis is gonna be like a young competitive
Yeah.
team, like the way that like the Raptors are, I would say. Like the way the Raptors are playing right now, I'd say that. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess Raptors are young, but not
Um,
that young. But you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm
yeah.
saying.
Other news in the NBA, I'm not gonna lie. This is probably the thing that made me the most. I'm not gonna say me, both of us the most happy. Not the Lakers. Luka Doncic has been carrying the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm gonna
Yeah.
let you go first because I know that's you actually called this. You said I remember I texted you because so no one saw this video sadly, but we put out a clip and Arjun actually put the Lakers as his dark horse contenders. I said bullshit. I said they are playoff luck, but they're not contenders. And immediately after they lost, I remember they started dropping games, and then Luka decided to be Luka, and it's almost insanely identical to the run that the Mavs went on before they went a run for the finals. So I'm gonna let you go on your soapbox and just go ahead and glaze real quick.
I just love being right. You know what I mean? Like I just love being right. Like I know ball. You know what I mean? And this is one of those moments that I'm sitting there, I'm like, breath of fresh air to believe in my guy and see him ball out. And also like just see him like get some recognition because you have no idea how upset I was as a Luka Doncic fan in 2024 when this dude was averaging 34, 9, and 10 and nobody was giving him any sort of like consideration in the MVP race because his seed wasn't high enough. Oh, like he's a fifth seed, like he's not winning games. And like he dragged our team to a 50-win finish,
Yeah,
right?
and
Like,
we're gonna talk more about the narratives because we have a lot to say about that. But it's just like you said, a breath of fresh air to actually see him getting acknowledged for
yeah.
how good he has been
hmm
instead of when they lose a game, Luka
And
Doncic is the
I'm
worst
so
player
happy
ever.
to now see his defense being applauded. Like I've always thought he's a good, like decent defender. I never understood the bad defense narrative. Like, I mean, I did understand like the effort, but like I think it was lazy to call him a bad defender or a terrible defender. I was like,
Yeah,
listen, he's an average defender, but he's taken his defense up a notch.
no.
And so, it's good. I had to listen to people telling me that Shea was in a different stratosphere than Luka. I had to listen to content creators saying Cade was better than Luka. And man, just knowing that they were wrong and now watching them like recant what they said is beautiful. Like, do I still think that they should ever say anything about the NBA ever again? Fuck no. These people do not know ball. But yeah, I'm just happy. I'm just happy. Like I'm just happy to see a player that I really, really like get the recognition that he deserves. I mean, I still think he's not getting the recognition that he deserves, but he's getting more than he was before. And so I'm happy about that at the
Man,
very minimum.
Luka gonna fuck around, drop 80, and they gonna say your ass is out the MVP race.
Yeah.
Like,
Also, the Lakers are just like a fun team to watch. Like just if you just watch them, like they'll be down like the entire game and then they'll just go and like do their shit in the fourth,
it,
clutch it, and then
it
win the
it
game and move
it
on.
really has been interesting. First of all, it was so funny. I remember when the Lakers traded for Luke Kennard and Lakers fans like that's all we're doing, and I was like, why are you guys? I remember on Twitter like, why are Lakers fans so mad? Like you were not going to get a
Yeah.
superstar splash. Like I never thought it was going to happen at the
Yeah, you're
deadline.
not getting Giannis at the trade deadline. Like,
Yeah,
just
I
back it
was
up.
like, one, you got Luca last year. Be grateful. I'm still pissed at y'all for that. But also, it has been very apparent they are going into the offseason with the mindset of we are going to retool with the cap we
Mhm.
have, and we're not going to just move assets to move them. You got a great. When I saw Luke Kennard, they're like, "That's all you got." I'm like, Luke Kennard is great, and he has been a great addition to them. Like, it's not just him. Like watching the Lakers post trade deadline versus pre trade deadline, it's night and day.
Yeah.
And you kind of talked about it. The way they're playing defense, kind of going from like a man to zone action, like mid play, they're doing a lot of that.
Oh, I guess for context, in my Lakers
Oh
take,
yeah,
which you can check out our socials for the clip, I mentioned that the Lakers defense has improved significantly. Like they're just running better schemes. Marcus Smart has become like a linchpin, and Luka's picked up his defense. I think Luka's also picked up a couple of tricks from Marcus Smart, which is why this
for
has
sure.
helped. And then Reeves has also like started, drawing charges and things like that. And so anyway,
Also, LeBron James, he said it all. He says it always, but it still just amazes me. He really does save enough in the tank for the March, April, May, hopefully until
yeah,
June
he's
period.
bought. I think he's fully bought into the Lakers. Like it seems
Yeah,
like he's like. I mean, yeah, he accepted his role, and I think the media may have
they
made a
blow
little
it.
bit too. They blew it up a little too much. I remember they were glazing him for that one ball that he like fell on the floor for, like he jumped for the
Oh,
ball.
that.
And
I,
I mean, yeah, it was a big deal. I think it was a big deal. I've never seen Braun dive for a ball like that ever in all my years of watching him, but I think it was way too far. Like the media were straight, like they were straight
I,
glazing him for
I think
that.
the
I was like,
media also
chill.
has a weird had a not has but had a weird conception about the whole. I want to say like not Luka versus Braun, but like LeBron versus the Lakers, because like it's very much so well touted that this is probably LeBron's last year as a Laker, and I
No,
kind
I don't
of
think so. Like
you think he
I
comes
didn't
back
think so. I didn't think so then. I don't think it's gonna
if
happen
he takes
now
a pay
either.
cut for sure not, but like that's
Like,
kind of been
where's he
the
gonna go? What's he gonna do? I feel like
Cleveland's
he's
the
just
one
gonna.
spot. It's just
Yeah,
Cleveland
but
or
like,
Golden State.
how is he gonna fit in with Cleveland?
I don't
And
know.
I don't know about Golden State. I really don't know about it. I think he just signs a smaller contract and plays a
Yeah,
couple more years in LA.
but
Like, why not?
But bottom line, though, I remember everyone was like, "Oh, LeBron is one pass the keys." And I'm like, y'all don't realize LeBron literally spent his entire Laker tenure with Anthony Davis, begging them to make Anthony Davis the number one option every single time.
Yeah, I mean, he
And
was getting older and older and
yes,
older,
like,
and like Darvin Ham wasn't like very.
and I don't want to say like LeBron definitely. I don't want to say he's not used to, but it's definitely probably different for him. Like being in the mindset of, hey, you're not only not our first option, you're not our second option in a sense because Austin Reeves is the second option. Like if we're talking like hierarchy, LeBron is the second best player on the team, no question. But like I can only imagine it's a very different role because he's being asked to do more. I don't want to say because he's not a role player at all, but he's being
Sure.
asked to do more of the dirty work type of plays than he normally would have in recent years. And I just thought people were kind of blowing it out of proportion, like how much LeBron hated like having Luka on the team, or like not hated, but not liking being the number one. I'm like, bro, like if you've listened to LeBron James, he has been begging to not be the guy. Not
Yeah,
that he can't be, but like he's just like, I am old, and there's only so much I can do at 41 years old for 82 games in the season.
I will say I do think that like in the entire time that AD has been on that team or was on that Laker team, I never like I think AD was technically playing better than Braun the last year or so, but I never was like sitting there like, oh yeah, like Anthony Davis is better than LeBron James. But then when they got Luka, I was like, yeah,
I know he's better.
this is the first time LeBron is playing with a guy that's better than him.
The only year you could argue to me, and I think most people say this too, the only year you could argue Anthony Davis versus LeBron like being the best player was the title run to the bubble. But even then, like I think LeBron barely edges him out, even though AD
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
bubble was
I still think
amazing.
Braun edges him out in 2020,
Yeah.
but
But no, the Lakers have been killing it. And then I kind of wanted to just barely touch on this, but there's been a lot of discussion with the 65 game rule as of recent with
yeah.
players like I, I think now more so than ever, we have seen a lot of guys like we're approaching territory where guys, and I'm not saying this is a bad
Who's
thing.
in trouble? Cade, Maxi,
Cade, Maxi, and Maxi's
Ant,
back.
Ant.
Ant has to
Ant has to play
play
every
every
game.
game. Yeah, every
But he
game.
has to play almost every game. He can only miss one game. Jokic has
Luca
to play.
I think
all the
Luka
games.
because he got suspended. I
No,
think Luka
Luka
can
needs to only
miss
play
one.
four.
He
Yeah,
can miss
he just needs to play 4 games. He's fine.
four. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think his last
He and
game will be.
Shea are safe. They won't need to worry about
I
that.
think so. One of my thought process. I think he walks into Dallas next Sunday and makes his MVP case in Dallas, and I'm ready for the
No,
MVP
actually,
chance in
I think he
Dallas.
makes his MVP case against Shea and the Thunder.
Oh yeah.
They
Ooh, if
play
Shea's playing.
twice. They play twice. So I
Oh, they
think,
have two matchups.
yeah, we'll talk about this in the MVP thing, but I think
Yeah,
for Luka, uh, to like get his positioning back, he just needs to go and like fucking
yeah.
kill them in OKC,
I
which I think
thought
is possible. Like, I mean, it is OKC, but like I watched their Knicks game today and they looked horrible. Like, I mean, I know they won the game, but I think they won the game because the Knicks just could not hit a shot in the fourth.
you
Uh,
can say his name.
no, like
You can
all
no
of
no no
them.
no
I
all of
think
them, but you can say the one person's name that I'm thinking of, and I know you know who I'm thinking of.
actually I don't. I actually don't because they all fucking sucked.
I'm
They
not
were
going.
all ass. The only
We'll
person,
wait for
no,
the
no,
playoffs.
you know what didn't make sense to me about this game? Why did you have Karl Anthony Towns get 7 straight and then sit him? Don't
That
sit
was
him.
dumb.
Keep
That was
playing
dumb.
him.
That
Keep
was
playing
dumb.
him. They only sat him for like a minute too. I was like, look, Mike, I know you're trying to get him a little bit of rest. No, you're playing the Thunder. Get him. Keep scoring. What the fuck are you doing? I didn't
But
understand.
yeah,
Whatever.
65 games though. I just want to, I know we've talked about this and you kind of had your takes about like how they should approach it. I just think, look, I was pro 65 game run. I still am pro limit. I just think you need to cut it down a little bit. Like I said, cut it down to like 62 or 60, but I know you were saying like 65 was like 75, not 75%, but like
80,
around
80% of the
80%, 80%
yeah.
of games. Yes, it's not 75. Damn, I can't do math.
No, you're good. So,
But
yeah, in my opinion, like I think that the 65 game rule is valid. Like there being a minimum. If it needs to be 64 or 63, I don't really care, you know what I mean? Like, but like people coming after the rule is like a little stupid. Like I get it. Like it's 80% of all games, you know? So if you can't make 80% of the entire all the games in the league, then yeah, like I don't want to I don't want to give you an award, you know, like and I understand like you know like Cade has a collapsed lung and it is unfortunate because he's not going to qualify and he's not going to get an award, but like that doesn't mean that we don't have to like appreciate like the kind of player that he has been, you know, like we all know in watching him play that he's been absolutely phenomenal and that he deserves our respect and recognition and he doesn't need like an award to be like he's an amazing player, you know, like dude has always been that guy. I'm, you know, from Dallas, Cade is from here, so I will always support him. I do not think he's better than Luka. I need to reiterate this point, okay? Because that was fucking egregious. You know who I'm talking about too. So,
no.
you know exactly who made this
I know
take.
what people you're
Yeah.
talking about. Stop.
Good God, bro. Anyway, yeah. It's
I
just
will
dangerous, but like,
I will say it the ones
but
that hurt
like,
me the most
sorry,
were
I was gonna just say one more thing.
no,
Yeah,
go ahead.
I just feel like it's such a valid. I think it's so valid. I think it's just valid to like to have an 80% minimum on the games played. Like, think about it. Like, think about it. All these guys are in trouble right now, right? Because of the rule. So they're going to play every game. You know? Like imagine if Shea had like played like 78 games and the Thunder were like, all right, we're just gonna like chill out and he's just not gonna play for the rest of the season. So we don't get to watch him play twice against the Lakers, against the Suns, against
Oh damn.
the Nuggets. Like, bro, I've been pissed. But because he's kind of in trouble where he needs to play the games and the Thunder are also probably gonna lose the 1 seed to the Spurs, like now I still am rewarded with the opportunity to watch the Thunder like actually try in the games, you know? I don't know. That's just my take. I just feel like 65 game rule is completely fine. And I don't really think it matters. Like in the long run, like I think these guys are gonna have are already super successful, right? Like Cade. And he doesn't need like a one-time all NBA first team. Oh, yeah. I don't think he'd be first team,
First
but
he would be first team.
you think it'd be him and the 4 MVP candidates?
It would probably be assuming everyone's not hurt, it would probably be Luka, Cade, Jalen Brown. Oh shit.
No, no, it's either him or Jaylen Brown that drops to second team.
Because Luka wouldn't be Jokic and
Shea,
Shea are all
Jokic
locks.
are all
Oh,
locks.
frick, you're
Yeah,
right.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
It would
saying.
go to Cade probably.
Yeah, it'll go to Cade
I
or
know Jaylen
JB.
Brown is
But
probably
Cade's not gonna qualify, so
yeah, he's not gonna
JB will be an all NBA first
yeah.
team. But
But
like,
no,
look, I think it's fine. Like it sucks. I mean, it's not he's not gonna get it, but like,
we'll see.
we're
They
very
said
we are all as NBA fans very aware of the season that Cade Cunningham has played. And so I'm I don't know. I feel like we sometimes we put a little bit too much stock in there. And I know there's like salary things as well, but I mean he's a superstar. Like he's probably gonna sign like a super max, you know.
I know the Pistons
So I
said
think it's okay. I don't think it's like such a big deal. And Cade's gonna come back. It's too for as
yeah.
long as like what, 2 weeks? That's I
Yeah,
remember
they
CJ McCollum
said
got that injury a couple times. So
yeah, they said there was going to be a chance that he's back like a little before the playoffs to try and grab the award, but also I think they're prioritizing getting him to the playoffs.
yeah, that makes sense.
Him and Maxi were the ones that really hurt. I think Maxi's gonna qualify now because he played today.
Yeah, he started last week. He played last week.
Yeah,
I remember.
because they were having just such great like they have been top 10 guards this NBA season without question for
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Like,
Maxi was leading in points. He was leading in total
and
points,
as a
and then
guy
he got hurt.
he's
I
like
think
six
I
two,
mean,
six
Luka was
three.
gonna catch him anyway because Luka was just going off. But yeah, Maxi getting hurt was not helping him because he was
No.
leading. He was third in point leaders.
And
So
again, I said another Dallas guy. So I always
yeah,
rock with my guys
another
from
both
Dallas
Cade and Maxi
or the DFW area.
are this podcast are is pro Cade and
Absolutely,
pro Maxi.
we
Yeah,
believe.
we believe in both those guys. We love those guys.
Yeah,
Okay, playoff matchups.
yeah. Honestly,
We'll move this. We'll do this afterwards. I think
yeah.
that
I just
there
want to
are more
say
interesting things to talk
really
about.
quick though before we get there, I wanted to say something. Just kind of put this in the air. Something you had said I really thought was kind of interesting, where you said like the 65 game rule. Like I know you suggested like they may need to do something because MVP, DPOY, and stuff like that. Because I will say Stephen A. Smith
Oh,
brought up a
I
great point where he was
mhm.
like how yes, it's frustrating to a degree that guys like Cade and Maxi and Anthony Edwards may be screwed out of All NBA, MVP, those kind of awards because of the rule. But also, it's like, and someone on Twitter said blame Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. I'm like, that's funny, but they were
Yeah.
like, this is kind of the players' fault. Not all of them, but like the ones who did take advantage of the load managing because it is a product. And to a degree, he is right. But I know you suggested at one point you were like, maybe we keep the 65 game rule, but for all NBA, it's 62 for something like that because all NBA is
Yeah,
something
yeah.
that's
I
very
think
contingent
yeah.
on money.
Yeah, I did
But
make the suggestion. I think MVP 65 makes sense.
yeah,
Yeah, but for all NBA, yeah, because it is a reflection on their salary, I think maybe we could do like, yeah, 61, 62.
yeah,
That would be fine. Because I know that I think in history, like for MVP award, I know that there's only like two MVPs that played less than 65 games. So it's like 65 games is not like that
yeah.
stringent. It's just this year, it just so happens that
Uh,
a lot of these guys missed time
I
because
think
Shea got the
it's also
Luka got the
hype.
calf strains, and then Shea got the abdominal strains, and Jokic got his was it knee? It was his right knee, right? He like
It was
hyperextended
his
it.
knee. It was his knee
Yeah,
because he
and
like
then
banged it up.
Wemby's like kind of injury prone, but
I think it also was heightened by the fact that we just had so many Achilles tears last year and
yeah.
ACL injuries just in the
Mhm.
playoffs and the regular season. It's just been a whole thing. But
Okay, so
yeah,
Evan, I'm
yeah,
gonna move. Let's move on,
go
and
ahead.
let's go to the MVP. And what I wanna
Yeah.
talk about is so basically, I'm gonna introduce something to you, and you're just gonna like respond to it. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, I was on TikTok earlier, and there was a creator that was talking about his like kind of take on the MVP, right? Anyway, so there's a commenter that was talking about Wemby. Okay, and I think Wembanyama has been having a great season. Victor has been cooking. I don't have a problem with Victor being an MVP consideration. I do have a problem with him being first in MVP consideration, just because I think the other guys have been having better seasons. And yes, I know that he's a historic defender, and he's probably going to go down as like one of the best defenders to ever play,
Probably the
which,
best.
yeah, probably the best, honestly. But here's what I said. I said my problem with Wemby is he came off the bench for 10 games of the season. Or it's something close to that. It's like more than like seven, less than 10, something like that. And his offense is just not at the level of the other three, right?
I agree.
But he's a top player. That is what I said. Okay. And he's a monster on defense. This is what I said in reply to somebody who said Wemby. This person then I think they use AI because
Is,
this
is this
thing
on
reads.
Twitter?
No, this is on TikTok.
Okay.
But this reads straight like AI. But this is what he said. I want you to react to it, okay?
Okay.
While his raw volume might not match the 30 plus point averages of Luka or Shea, Wemby's offensive combo is becoming arguably more impactful because of its sheer versatility. He has evolved into a high post hub whose playmaking efficiency is elite for a big man, maintaining a strong assist to turnover ratio without the ball stopping nature of high usage guards. When you combine the jump to a 62.3% true shooting mark, with his status as the only player in history to weaponize both a high volume 3-point shot and a vertical lob threat, you get a scorer combo that breaks modern defensive schemes. He creates a gravity that forces defenses to choose between giving up a triple or a rim run, all while keeping the ball moving as a top tier facilitator.
I'm looking up Wimby's stats right now. I'm listening.
Straight AI, by the way. This is straight an LLM. Okay. This is one of the first times we have seen a big man possess such an ability and utilize potential more so than the others, definitely more than Luka.
All right, here's my thing. So first of all, I just wanted to pull up for reference because while I was talking about that, I want to pull up Wimby stats. Victor Wembanyama right now is averaging 24 points according to the Real app, 24 points a game, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, 3 blocks, 2.5 turnovers a game, 35% from the three on 5.5 attempts, and 50% from the field, 82% from the free throw line. Very good stats. And I do agree with some of those things from a sense of I do think that because I've said this before, and I agree with I stand by this. Victor Wembanyama, I think there needs to be a day where he is a as scary, consistent offensive presence as he's a defensive presence. I think that's when he really becomes like the definitive best player in the world because his defense is always going to be there. But I think once his offense hits the level of his defense, because right now to me, his defense is here, his offense is here. And I don't mean his offense is bad, but like once his offense gets here and like starts to level out with his defense, that is a completely different player. But
Yeah.
I just feel like while yes, I do think if you watch the games and he's not scoring at the level of Shea and Luka, yes, his offensive presence because of his rolling ability, his pick and pop, his just versatility is very important. However, I just don't think to me, while I understand what he means to the Spurs, when I think most valuable player right now, and I've said this on Twitter before, but I think this summer there needs to be a serious conversation with voters and the NBA about what is the MVP because, and we'll get more into this in a second, but I think in the past couple years or so, and it's not just I say this is a guy who like campaigns and loves Luka Doncic, but also just watched the MVPs get picked in the past couple years and seeing like the criteria shift over the years, it makes
I
no
think
sense.
I think 2021 was the turning point.
Yeah, but overall, I just look at Wimby and that while I do think he is my defensive player of the year, I don't think guys like Shea and Luka, to me, I think they are more impactful in terms of MVP and valuable, like as a valuable player to their team
Mhm.
than the Spurs. And I say that because I have seen all three teams function without all three of these players.
Yeah.
The Spurs were by far the best. And I understand that Shea was out for a
No, that
minute and the
team is
Thunder
just
were great.
straight up stacked. That
Yeah,
team
they're
is just
stacked.
straight up
But I
stacked.
just still felt like the
Yeah.
Spurs, like to me, it has been by committee. And that is not saying Wimby is not to me, Wimby is still an MVP finalist. To me, my finalist right now, actually,
Those three.
yeah, those three, but honestly,
No, I do not like that Jokic is back in this conversation. He does not
bro,
deserve to
he's
be there.
averaging like I gotta find the numbers. He's averaging a like 27 points, 12
Dude,
rebounds, 12
dude,
assists over
dude.
the past 4 or 5
I
games.
don't
He's
care. He's a 4 seed. He's a 4 seed. Okay. This is what I'm talking about. This is why I hate the MVP. Because 2 years ago, Luka averages 34, 9, and 10. Will never happen again, by the way. This will never happen. 34, 9, and 10 will never happen again.
that was the
Okay.
most points since the merger, I believe.
Yeah,
Points, rebounds, assists.
he dragged that Mavericks team to 50. Okay. He dragged them to 50. He was only within 7 games of the Thunder and the Nuggets. And he was a distant third place. Like, bro, he dropped 73 points in a game. The most efficient 73 points. Second in game score all time behind Jordan 69. Okay.
Hey, hey.
Yes. That is the second
You're
best
forgetting somebody.
individual performance of all time.
You're forgetting
Yeah.
somebody.
No, Bam's 83 is like
You're
sixth
forget.
for me.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, hey! Don't hate on Mr. 83.
Yeah. But his is sixth in game score, okay?
Yes,
Because he
yeah,
like shot
because
like
yeah.
36 made free throws out of 43 total attempts.
By the
Let's not
way,
talk about
this
that. We'll talk
podcast
about
stands
Bam
for
later.
Bam Adebayo. But yeah,
We'll talk
but
about
no
Bam later.
MVP discourse. MVP discourse.
Listen. All I'm saying is like, how are you going to shade Luka for being fifth, okay, and getting his team to within? I mean, yeah, he dragged that Mavericks team to 50. He averaged 34, 9, and 10. Okay. And you were like, nah, his seed's not good enough. Meanwhile, Jokic is in fourth and he slumped all of March. He has like three good games, and now we're suddenly like, he's so bad.
So I think
Bro,
it's
what the
not
fuck is
just that.
this?
It's not just that. I think it's also the fact that as a Luka, like I said, as guys who are Luka fans, I don't want to turn this into we think Luka should be MVP because we're fans of. That's not what this is. I'm trying to.
I actually don't even know if Luka should be MVP.
It to
This is
me, it's
why it's
between
so
Luka
hard
and
to
Shea.
say.
It's between those
Yeah,
two
I
to
if
me.
Shea wins, I'm not gonna be like, oh,
Yeah,
this is such a stupid award.
but
I'll just be like, okay, like Shea deserves it. He's been the most consistent all year, and he's been playing out of his mind, peak like historic efficiency, good fucking splits. And I'm
dude,
gonna be honest with you, Buddy's been playing without his co-star, and he's been getting this team up, which I know other people can use that argument and be like, oh, they're so good that they don't even need Jalen Williams. It's true. They are so good, but like his team's not exactly like amazing offensively. The
they're
fact that
not.
like they are winning these games, I mean, yeah, you can contribute it to their defense, but like Shea's still scoring. Like he is still getting, downhill, and he's getting these like crazy shots off. And like you just watch him, bro. Like you just
He's a
watch him and you're
savant.
like, yeah, like you just watch him and that shit goes in, and you're like, damn, bro, like this dude's so tough, you know?
His mid
And
range.
like I should hate Shea because people always be forcing him into Luca convos. I'm like, dude,
He's
can
the
we not
most.
can we just shut up, bro? Just
I,
appreciate them?
to me, I've always said, look, in terms of PG tiers, they are 1A and 1B in terms of the point guards in the league. That's
You
how I
can
look
just
at
you
them.
honestly, it's not even 1A, 1B. You just pick which one you prefer.
Yeah, it's a
One
style of
one
play
yeah,
preference
one optimizes your offense, the other one raises your floor. I also think Shea's playmaking took a jump this year,
for
and
sure.
I think that it isn't talked about enough. Like he's been hitting some crazy assists. I know the Thunder have really good spacing, and I know that his efficiency and his playmaking definitely benefit from that. And I have yet to see him play like MVP level on a bad team, which is why like I'm like, dude, why are we dissing Luca? But whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But
so yeah, between Shea and Luca for me, I really don't think Jokic should get it. I think he's fourth. He's fourth. Okay. If we're gonna use
so
this seeding thing as an argument, then we should not be rewarding Jokic with third in the MVP ladder. Like this is what I'm talking about. Like this is where I'm like, dude, the MVP criteria is actual bullshit because we're moving the goalposts for different players,
so
right?
yeah,
Like
no,
2 years ago, you can't say, oh yeah, Luca doesn't deserve it. His seed's not high enough, but he's putting up crazy stats. Jokic's stats are good, and he's behind the other three in seeding. And like, and I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Luca's averaging 40, bro.
so for context, really quick, because we kind of danced around it. 2 weeks ago, Luka Doncic, he was kind of starting his tear. The Lakers are on a crazy win streak,
I think it's
and
3 weeks
still
ago
there's
now.
there. I think it's 13-1. Is that the I don't know. It's something like
12
that.
and 1,
12-1,
12 and
excuse me.
1.
In
Or
their past,
maybe it's 13-1 and
yeah.
9.
Bottom line, they're
No, 2, 13 and 2. They lost to the Nuggets and they lost to the Pistons.
they
But
lost to the
all the
Nuggets.
other games,
When did they lose to the Nuggets?
it was like back.
He had a
It
game
was
winner,
back.
I thought.
The game week before they played the Nuggets and lost by like
Anyway,
7.
but Lakers are on a tear. But the thing that had everyone so hot was Luka Doncic was putting himself back in the MVP convo. Mind you, this was peak slander. Like I remember going on seeing everyone talking about some. This is like during the Cade is better than Luka combos, or Luka's not that good, or Luka's defense is bad. And when I really lost it was when I think Isaiah Thomas, Hall of Famer, respect to him, was out here saying
No,
that
no
he thought
respect to him anymore, bro.
he
You do
said
not
he
deserve it
said
after this take.
he said Luka Doncic is a great player who can do like get you to the playoffs, but Jaylen Brown and Wemby were players you can win championships with. And my thing was this: preference is everything. But I got so pissed off because I'm like Wembenyama, and I tweeted this, and a lot of people like this shit and agree with me. Wembanyama has not played a single minute of playoff basketball, and we're crowning this fool a championship level player.
MVP.
And I'm not saying that he's not. This is not me saying that. It just to me is frustrating because like Jaylen Brown, I understand it. Not only has he been there, he has won. Luka Doncic 2 years ago took you to the doorstep of a championship, and I know a lot of people blame it on him for losing, which I'll never understand because we didn't lose because defense, we lost because shooting. I don't know
Yeah, we
why,
lost because our offense was so
but
bad without
the
it.
reason people got so hot because then Luka eventually started turning it up and he got second on the MVP ladder, which was awesome because it was like
Dude, never
as
been
a
so happy as this fan, bro. I was like,
I was
yes.
like wow because before Luka turned up, I thought Shea was about to go unanimous. I really did because Shea
Nah.
hit that game winner on the Thunder. I was like he's about to go unanimous. Like
Yeah, yeah, I remember. Yeah, Bill Simmons like tweeted, he's like, "That's a wrap on MVP." I was like,
no, I thought
"Nah,
so
nah, let
too.
my guy cook, bro. There's a month left."
I thought it was over. I doubted Luka, but long story short though, the MVP ladder comes out this past week. Hopefully this drops before the newest one, but the most recent one as of this time, as of what's today's date, March 29th. Um, Mind you, the Lakers have not really lost. Shea lost one game, and this is after Wemby went on TV and said he thinks, and which is nothing wrong with this. I know a lot of people had an issue with this. I don't have an issue with him advocating for MVP. You
Yeah,
may
yeah, I don't
disagree with
care.
me,
No, 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 I don't care. I mean,
but
dude, Wemby's 21. He's younger than us.
yeah,
I
but
whatever he does, like I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, like he's doing the wrong thing. Like,
yeah,
dude's just a kid like us. Like, it's not that
but
serious.
also he not only went from I think he was third the week prior, but he went from third to first. But
Yeah.
more importantly, Luka went from second to fourth
Yeah,
behind Jokic.
and
That was bullshit.
Buddy is averaging 40,
And
okay?
so we had
Yeah.
already had like conversations, like we always talk about
Dude, I remember
narratives.
for an entire week, Shea FC and Luka FC were just at each other's throats, okay? Just, oh my God, that shit was so annoying.
It was
I
bad.
remember the Lakers played Orlando and Luka didn't have like a very efficient game. I don't remember what, I think he shot 12 for 30 or something, and he dropped 33. And then Shea fans were talking about oh yeah, like dropping 40 is not for everyone on Orlando. And then Luca fans were like bringing up the fact that Shea only dropped 20 on Orlando like 2 months ago. And like we're sitting here having this like 12 over 30, like that's off 40%. Like Luca's so buns, like he's inefficient, he's a shot chucker. And I'm like, bro, like Luca is efficient. It's just that Shea is just very efficient.
I think the
Like the last
funniest,
3 games, I think the last 3 games, Shea has been absolutely fucking horrible in terms of efficiency. Like
yes.
I think he was 5 for 15 today, and then the previous game he was 7 for 24 and 0 from 10 from the 3 point line. Meanwhile, and dude, the funniest part is like Skip. I don't know why we're mentioning this fucking guy at our pod, but Skip got mad at Luca saying, "Oh, you're not allowed to be 3 from 13 from the 3 point line, right?" And then Shea dropped 0 from 10, and he's like, "Oh, it's okay. You'll get him next time, buddy." What the
So
fuck?
the craziest part about that to me was the over 10 from the not because he was over 10, but the fact
Yeah.
that he took 10 threes. Because Shea, like, he's a 3 point shooter, but he is not a high volume. He does not shoot a
Yeah,
lot of threes.
he heard the high volume arguments because people were getting onto him because he lost a game. He lost against the Celtics, and he had a good game against the Celtics, but the rest of his team did not. They all played horrible, and they lost against the Celtics. And there were Twitter arguments being like, okay, first of all, I don't know why I'm on NBA Twitter, but I am.
Yes,
It's
you do. It's
entertaining.
beautiful.
It's fucking entertaining as hell. And as long as you protect your mental health, it's all good. But basically, people were like, dude, my MVP, Luka Doncic, would shoot the fucking ball. If I am this efficient, I'm shooting the ball. Like I'm trying to win the game, not like pad my
Hey.
stats and lose. So then the next game, Shea has this horrible game where he's like throwing up shots and he's missing. And then Luka FC is all like, like we know the real MVP. This motherfucker's efficiency just drops the more shots he takes. I was like, yo.
I think at the end of the day, what we just want, and I think most basketball fans want, is just
Yeah,
consistency. Because I feel like there
agree.
has not been
Agree.
consistency in the MVP discussion since 2021. I know we kind of like that was that the year that Jokic won his
Jokic won as a
first?
six
Was that
seed.
his first MVP?
Yes, yes, he
Yeah.
won as a six
Mind
seed.
you, there's nothing wrong with that. I want to preface this. There is nothing wrong with winning as a 6 seed, in my opinion. The problem is I don't understand now what the criteria is because here's why. Here's why. I want to take you back to let's go to
Russell
2023. No,
Westbrook.
no, 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 no. I'm gonna
Oh,
go
you don't want to
to
go that far? Okay.
I mean, we can go that far where
Let's
Westbrook,
not
yes.
go that far. Let's
Westbrook,
not go
well,
that
yeah,
far.
Westbrook famously won MVP as a sixth seed. Nothing wrong with that. Great. But I want to go back to
Yeah.
Joel Embiid,
First guy to
2023.
average a triple double.
Yeah.
Fine. Okay.
But 2023, Joel Embiid wins the MVP over Nikola Jokic. And that was at the time where that was peak Joel Embiid, peak, not peak Jokic yet, because Jokic just continued to get better. But the discussion was always who's better, who's better. And Embiid, I believe, had a better, and I'm one of the people who like Embiid deserved his MVP. Don't get me wrong, but
I thought Embiid was more valuable to his team,
for
and he
sure,
got the Sixers to third,
or
and he had better stats than Jokic did.
yeah, but like that just came down to who was the better player that year, and I
Yeah.
think Jokic
Like
is the better player
technically,
overall. But if we're talking like better season, like individually, I
yeah,
think
no,
Embiid
Embiid had it.
barely edged him out
I think Embiid deserves the MVP.
because
But I feel like
Embiid,
now we're getting this like recoil effect
yeah,
where like there might be people like running it back, being like, oh, I think Jokic should have deserved
because
it.
then you
And
go
then what happens is
2024,
that, yeah,
yeah, and the problem
I will
is
never get over 24. I
no,
think 24 pisses me off in
no,
my
it makes
soul
me so
though.
mad. But what
No,
happens
I like
is
it's not like, oh, I think Luka should have won first and like should have been like up there. But
I
like
do.
I mean, yes, I
I'm not
actually
afraid
do.
to say
But
it.
like yeah, but like I'm of the mind it's like, dude, I can't ask for too much when it comes to this
Yeah,
guy because the media just always have something against him. It's something that they have to bring up. Like, think about it. Okay.
but
In 24, they were like, oh, your seating's not enough. Okay. So Luka drags his Lakers team to the 3 seed. You don't play defense or you don't play good enough defense. He picks up his defense. You're not like dominating your competitors. He's fucking dominating his competitors. You can't cure cancer. Well, what the fuck you want me to do? You know what I mean? Like shit.
it really does feel like that's like the kind of stuff you do. But no, like it's just frustrating because 2024, what happens is obviously it goes down to Shea, Luka, and Jokic ends up winning. By the way, respectfully, I'm not trying to discredit the MVP. I just don't think Jokic was the MVP that year. It was between Shea or Luka. I think Luka deserved it, and it was just weird to me because Jokic was a four. What was he? It was 2024. Was he a four? No, he was a 2 seed. It was a 2 seed. Nuggets were
Two
the two
two Denver
seed
Nuggets.
because Wolves took him out as a three. Mavs were the five. OKC was the one.
Clippers were
And
the fourth.
it was
The
just
team
weird
wanted
because
one and
Luka
two.
had the best season out of the three. And as someone who watched the Mavs that year, they were very injured. OKC was great that year. Shea was amazing, had MVP caliber season. But like the way the
Yeah,
votes went,
this is the year that he entered the Curry and Luka conversations for point guard.
yeah.
Yeah.
But this was the year where Jokic won the MVP. First place votes, Luka only got four. I don't remember how many Shea got, but Luka was third. And the thing was, it was just frustrating because it's like, all right, then the next year, what happens is Shea wins it, which I think was the right choice.
Yeah, yeah, Shea
But
deserved to win it for
they're
sure.
waiting till Jokic was the 4 seed and he was an MVP candidate, which isn't wrong with that. But he legitimately was like,
I don't know why they waited. I don't
yeah,
know why
you
they
know why
waited.
they
Shea
waited. You know why
clearly
they
had
waited.
yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Like, okay, also like, dude, Michael Wilbon, what the fuck was that?
Oh, his Jalen Brown take about Jalen Brown
No,
being
his
the
Luka take. Oh, don't get me started on Luka. He only plays half the floor. I'm like, gang, you voted for Nikola Jokic like every year. What the fuck are you talking about,
no,
bro?
no, no. The funniest was someone commented and said, "Want to take a guess at who his most voted MVP is in the past couple years? It's James Harden." And I'm like, that's
Oh yeah.
actually ironic, but at the end of the day, man, I think we just want to, as an NBA fans, I want to see consistency from the MVP award because it really does feel like some guys, and it's not just Luka, like guys like Anthony Edwards, I feel like are going to start running into this kind of stuff because
Yeah,
narratives
yeah.
in basketball can hurt a player. Like we've seen
hmm
this with Luka
Or just
Doncic
lead
now.
them to not be like appreciated, you
Yeah,
know?
like it's we've seen it with what's it called? KD. I mean, KD, don't remember, I appreciate KD, but like, and I understand this is like very different than Luka narratives, but like narratives genuinely
No,
can
no,
shift how
I think
people,
it's like quite literally the same. Like it's the same problem, you know? It's
yeah,
like, oh,
like Kevin
yeah, you
Durant is
can't.
never going to beat and I don't think it's his fault. We'll
Like
get more of this in a second,
It's Kevin
but the
Durant, bro.
Rockets are going nowhere. Then it's not his fault. The team is just
No, but I think
very
as a
important.
career, like he's just made certain choices, and like us as fans have to like, oh, we were crafting this narrative around him to try to like, make him more or make him less. And I don't like this. You know what I mean? Like I just don't think it's very positive.
I
And I feel
know.
like we should just like we should chill out, you know?
Yeah,
And like I get it, like you want to compare your favorite players, that's fine. I do have a problem with the MVP though. I just think it's inconsistent. Like
yeah,
I agree with you. I just feel like certain players get the benefit of the doubt and the criteria is like kind of moved around. Like the
for
goalposts are
sure.
always moving for different players. And I also feel like, especially in the era of social media, I mean, we're doing a podcast, we're literally talking about it. So maybe we're contributing to the problem. But
We are.
I think that yeah, but like maybe we're trying to solve the problem by fighting fire with fire. But I think
Yeah.
the problem with the MVP award, in my opinion, is social media because you have these like crazy takes from these hot take artists, and that's the point. Like they're supposed to get a rise out of you. Like they're supposed to get you like really engaged with the MVP award and the ladder and like the final weeks leading up. And it's like all just like performance to like make money, right? It's like, oh, we need to make this a thing, you know? And like these media people whose basketball opinions I don't respect whatsoever are like making decisions on like these players' careers. And I hate that. It makes me so mad. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is this? You know?
So before I know because we're going to talk player PR briefly, but before we transition to that, I saw this on socials and I'm pretty sure you've seen it too. And it really had me thinking. Someone was like, is this the best MVP race we have arguably ever had or like in recent years? And I thought about it, I was like,
I
because
feel like
at first,
2018 was pretty good,
yeah, well, because
but
at first I'm thinking blasphemous. And then I thought about it, I'm like, damn, I'm like, now that I think about it, it's up there because you really have take your pick between Luka, Shea, Jokic, Wemby. It's going to come down to those four.
mhm,
It really, I think, is going to end up coming down to Shea and Luka. I think it's going to be between them two. I,
sure.
I don't. You will not see me happy. It's not that I don't think Wemby deserves an MVP eventually. I think he does. I just don't think this season's the season. And also, I was talking to one of my
Mhm.
friends who is a Bulls fan, diehard D Rose fan, and I sent him something. And if Wemby wins, he is officially the youngest MVP ever.
Yeah, we do not need that. We do
No,
not need
no.
that.
He
We need
texted
Derrick
me.
Rose to be in there forever.
No, he texted me and he said, "For this season and this season only, I am cheering for Luka Doncic now, just so that doesn't happen."
Yeah, but okay, so
But
real quick,
yeah,
who's your MVP pick if you had to just pick a player?
today,
Yeah,
right
you don't need to
now,
over explain as well. Just
because
just
we're gonna
say
talk about
somebody.
right now, it's
Yeah.
Luka Doncic.
Okay,
Just
it's
because,
Luka
in
Doncic.
my runner-up will be Shea. I think it really will come down to the last game, but that's my pick. Who's yours?
Okay, so I think okay, I have two different picks. As in like I think there's a player that'll win and there's a player I want to win. Okay?
I
So
got
I
you.
think Shea is gonna win because I just don't think that Luka's gonna be able to like get these guys to vote for him. Like I just don't think it's gonna happen.
That's
Like
fair.
it's fine. Like I just have to accept like as a fan of his that like he's the MVP in my heart, bro. Like he's the MVP in my heart. Like this dude is averaging he's been averaging like crazy numbers all year. He dragged this team to a three. By the way, literally the entire year. These people would not shut up about how bad the Lakers were. I just every goddamn time they played, you just have to listen to like, oh, they're bad. They're so bad. They're
Me.
so bad. They're not worth it. No, no, no. Like not just you. Like it's
Yeah.
always it was like, oh, the Rockets are so good. The Wolves are so good. The Nuggets are so good. The Lakers, they're buns. I'm like, they're all in the same tier. Like,
But
what are
again, I
you talking
say
about?
don't count out Luka. That's the thing.
Well, right. Yeah, but anyway, I think that Luca deserves it from the standpoint of most valuable. I understand if Shea wins because I like it's like, bro,
Same.
he's been playing good all year. I mean, I already glazed him, so I don't
Yeah.
need to do it
You
again.
won't you
But
won't see me mad if he wins. I'll just
yeah.
be like, damn, I wish Luka got it. Like I'll
Yeah, yeah,
respect
yeah.
it
Like
if Shea wins.
I still think Luca deserves it, but like you know what? Honestly, like I feel like the reason why people care about MVP so much is like, oh, like this player's career is gonna get into like greater and
Yeah.
greater heights, and they're gonna be among players that are have like already played amazing. But the truth is like these guys are already there. So it's like if he doesn't win, like we're just gonna remember this like an '06 Kobe snub. It's like okay, like Buddy definitely fucking deserved it. But he just didn't like, other shit happened, like other circumstances.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
gonna say,
I
so in
will say
terms
I
of
think Michael Porter Jr. deserves to be in this
you
conversation.
actually got the Nets shirt.
Yes, we did.
That's
Guys, if you don't know, I am a Brooklyn Nets fan, okay? So because
do you like
this
pain?
No, it's because I fucking hate the Mavericks. At least the Nets, like, at least the
Bro,
Nets, I
bro,
don't have to
bro,
expect
bro,
anything from
bro,
them, bro. They won't get my hopes up for years, okay? They won't take me out the mud, take me to the top, and then push me off the building.
bro.
Okay.
The Nets went from Kyrie, Cade, and James Harden
Nah, nah,
to
nah,
Ben
nah.
Simmons, Spencer Dinwiddie, and Mikal Bridges.
This is the Josh Minott era. Join me, Evan. This is the Josh Minott era.
I ain't
We are
joining
a part
shit.
of this
Salute the
team.
flag.
Yeah, stop. I was like, I love Coop. We'll talk about rookie of the year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Josh Minott, man. Josh Minott.
What was I gonna say?
He's
Real
so
quick
good.
though, I think we wanted to kind of briefly, we kind of touched on it a little bit, but player PR. Who do you think has like? I know you've talked about this and you've loved talking about how important PR is, but who do you think has the worst and best PR just right now in the NBA? I think the best PR, Victor Wembanyama. Oh my God, that clip of
This
him guarding Torian Prince the other day. I'm like, are y'all serious?
no, it's not just that. You remember when Pat Bev like celebrated when the Wolves like finally made it to the playoffs? And then Wemby celebrated like a comeback win against the Spurs or the Clippers. Like people were hating on Pat Bev but like glazing Wemby.
You know what the worst part is? I celebrate, and I still liked that Wimby showed emotion after because I watched that game when he was crying, and it was a great game. They
Mhm,
played great. I got why he was emotional. He's where's his heart in his sleeve. I've learned that about him just by watching him.
mhm.
But I when Pat Bev said that shit, I'm like, damn, he's right.
No, he is
I
right.
was
Like
like, I get it, be
yeah,
mad.
like
He's
we
right.
hate like we hated I mean I low-key didn't hate on him. I'm not
I
gonna lie.
did. I like Pat
I didn't.
Bev.
I was like,
I
oh, Pat
did.
Bev's so stupid, bro. I just thought that shit was funny. Like, especially that you know that song, "The Man."
I have that me.
Oh,
Yeah, I have that
so
saved. I have
beautiful,
that
so
saved.
beautiful. Pat Bev has contributed to one of the greatest memes of our generation. Can't hate on the guy. But
I
see, I
love
don't
Pat
know,
Bev.
like I get it. Like I remember a couple years ago, like when the Wolves played the Grizzlies in a first round match, and like they took them to six and lost. I was like, dude, this team's actually like making the playoffs and shit. Like I'm happy. Like it's kind of the way I'm gonna feel about the Hornets whenever they make the playoffs. Like, hey, dude, if Miles Bridges decides he's gonna like jump into the stands and shit and like celebrate making the playoffs, bro, I do not care, bro. It's the Hornets.
Yeah,
They went
fuck.
to shit, bro. Why the fuck were we like hating on him, bro? Like this is a big deal. Like some people don't play in the playoffs their entire career. Nikola Vucevic has never played in the NBA playoffs.
Yeah.
And he's
Oh shit.
35. He's
Yeah.
35. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why are we hating on these
Wait,
guys?
he's
Like,
played in the. Has he never played in the playoffs?
21 Bulls was his best chance, but you remember what happened.
No way in hell he's. I thought I know he talked about this already, but no way. I thought he had
He's
one.
never played in the playoffs, I'm
No
pretty sure.
fucking way. Hold on.
I'm like
Keep
almost
going. Keep
positive.
going.
I'm almost positive, bro. I'm almost positive he never played in the playoffs. I'm telling you, 21 Bulls. Dude, 21 Bulls. That's a deep cut. I can't lie. 21 Bulls. If you know, you know. Lonzo Ball.
I miss him.
DeMar DeRozan. Dude, we talk about DeMar DeRozan like he's fucking Hassan Whiteside nowadays, bro. It's so sad to see him on that retirement home. That's Sacramento, bro.
Who?
DeMar.
Oh yeah, he's
I
in
miss
hell.
DeMar, bro. I can't lie. I mean, he's still like going up in the scoring records too, right? I think he's like I don't know where he is right now, but I saw him like pass somebody recently at
Vooch
like
made the playoffs, but yeah,
he did where
like it was like once or twice with the Magic, but they didn't win. I don't think he has a win. I think
he
that
doesn't
could
have a
be.
playoff win.
I think that could be wrong. It was just a quick glance, but honestly, the fact that I have to think about it tells
Anyway,
me a
my
lot
point
right
is
now.
that Buddy's not really played in the playoffs for most of his career. All right.
Yeah,
And it's like this is what I was
but
trying to say.
other
Yeah.
players who have been good PR this year, I'd say
Who?
Shay's system. No, let's not focus on the worst PR because there are two names immediately come to mind: is John Morant and Giannis Antetokounmpo. They have had some of the worst PR this entire season.
I think Giannis normally has good PR, so I think it'll be fine when he starts like playing consistent basketball again. But right now, this season's been bad.
Dude,
I
I
think
don't.
Ja has bad PR, but you see what he did today? I
Yeah, that
mean,
was beautiful. The where he
very
paid.
nice. Yeah.
What was it? What did he pay for?
He
Yeah.
paid for like he like funded like a GoFundMe for this kid.
I don't remember
I
what.
never
Oh,
even
it was. I think it was a treatment. I think it was his
yeah,
treatment.
I think it was like a medical treatment.
But
Yeah.
no, it was great.
Great cause. I actually found
Team.
out recently Zion pledged I think I remember seeing this during the bubble, but I just re-remembered it. Zion pledged to cover all of the salaries of the arena workers for the Pelicans when COVID happened. I completely forgot that this
Oh yeah,
happened.
he
I
did do that.
re-saw this today. It's because it's one of the most liked tweets by Shams.
That's
Um,
amazing.
yeah.
I want to
Meanwhile,
rope.
Stephen A is like going on and on about he's like how he's like a McDonald's merchant, bro. So I'm just like, dude, this is like actually so cooked.
But
Yeah.
no,
These guys are
PR.
good guys. These guys are good guys. I think PR is important. Sorry, back to change the subject.
No, you're good.
PR
You're
is
good.
important. I think when you have good PR, you can get away with a lot.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah, you
literally
can.
am watching Skip like glaze Shea every day. Oh, I'm so glad he's getting these bad games out of the way. What the fuck are we talking about, bro? Dude, he was going in on like other players. Like he's like been hating on LeBron his entire career. Like what have you?
That's how you know you're great, though. You got haters, you know you're doing something right.
Well, right, yeah, I totally agree. But like it's to the point. It's to a point, you know? It's like,
Yeah,
dude, just chill. It's okay. Like, yeah, anyway.
yeah. We want to
Anyway,
talk.
bad PR.
Hmm?
Jayson Tatum has hilariously bad PR. I think he deserves it sometimes, but other times I'm like, dude, you are one of the best players in the league. You were top five before you got hurt and Wemby came.
You're a
I think when you,
constant lock for first
I
team,
think if you get back to top form, you will probably go back into the top five, right?
for sure, for
Like I
sure,
think
for
Wemby's gonna
sure.
be there, obviously, but like, I just think like you're Jason fucking Tatum.
I,
Meanwhile, he's getting absolutely slandered like all the time. I mean,
so
this year it's been a lot less because like the truth is like he's coming off a fucking injury, so most people
yeah.
aren't really noticing. But like, yeah, like I'm gonna keep a buck with you, bro. Like when Bam hit 83 and then when Bam hit 83 and
That
that
was
one dude tweeted me like, yeah, if it was Tatum, he would have summed down next to Kobe. I was like, yo,
do you
unnecessary
want to know
spray.
something funny?
Yeah.
That day before he dropped 83, I tweeted somebody because there was a tweet like, "Who was the worst PR?" And I said, "Oh, Luka Doncic," and they're like, "No, no, Tatum." I'm like, "Bullshit." And then I
It's
saw
one or
that,
the other. They're
and I
both,
was
yeah.
like, "I apologize. You're right." Because
Yeah.
why?
Tatum, I think Tatum technically has worse PR. I will say, yeah, because think about it. Tatum was on the one seed Celtics in 24, and this dude finished third in MVP, or
Bro,
no,
not
no,
even
he
that.
finished third in MVP voting one of the years, and I was like, dude, how
No,
the fuck are you not in this a conversation? You're the best player on the best team, and none of these people are batting an
no, no,
eye.
no, no. Fuck all that. You're forgetting the big one. He won a championship and they benched his ass in the
Dude, that was
Olympics.
so unnecessary, bro. He was so much better than some of the guys that played
That's
too.
the crazy part. I'm watching
That
and
I
I'm
was like,
like,
why is Kerr benching this
because there
dude?
are games, and I'm not saying, look, I have been a very, and I still am. I'm giving him a pass this season 100% because he's coming back from one of the hardest injuries to ever come back from as a professional athlete.
Yeah, it's
And
like
he's doing great. He
most
actually
players
had
don't come back from this.
he had his best game of the season tonight in Charlotte with no Jaylen Brown, and he looked great for a lot of it. Like
50
if
wins,
I'm,
buddy. 50 win Celtics team. I
but
hate these guys. I hate
no,
why do they get nice things?
someone said, imagine the New York Knicks, like being a Knicks fan, you're thinking this is our best
Dude,
shot
this
to
dude
win the
dropped
championship.
32. 32.
Dude, imagine being a Knicks fan and it's just like your best shot to win the title. The Celtics are hurt, the Pacers are hurt. All of a sudden, here come the bad boy Pistons back again, and the Celtics in a down year are the two seed.
Yeah, and like comfortable two seed. I will say, I think if the Knicks like make the playoffs, make the second round, you want to match up against the Celtics. Like I feel
I
like
think they should.
that's a matchup you can win. You
I
already won it last year. You can win it again. Like you can. You're fully capable of it. You just need to keep doing what you're doing, and Karl Anthony Towns needs to decide to become Superman, all right, for
Ooh,
one series.
we
Yeah.
gonna get into that in a sec.
Yeah,
But
we'll get into playoff
no,
matchups later.
Tatum,
Dude,
he
why are
has
the
some of the worst
Warriors
PR.
beating the Nuggets? What the fuck
This
is
pod's have
this?
30.
No, he's 11, bro. Come on.
Damn,
Who do you think he is, bro?
bro. It's
Dude,
have you not seen that tweet?
You see the Luka tweet that's like, if he doesn't cure cancer, find Atlantis,
Yeah.
average 40, and teach pods how to
Yeah.
play basketball. And everyone's like, yeah, he's not teaching pods how to play
No,
basketball.
no. Have you not seen the like viral tweet from 2024 where the dude said not
Yeah,
tweeting
yeah,
again
yeah.
to
Pajemski's gravity. Yeah.
bro, he dropped
He's never
29.
tweeting
You
again.
know, he
He's never
dropped
tweeting again.
29 and someone just reposted. So this dude's never coming back to
He's never
Twitter.
tweeting. I remember like Keith was like, I'm not tweeting till Aiton gets 20, and it happened in
Bro,
like
I thought
five
Keith was dead.
games.
I thought
Yeah.
Keith was
No,
dead.
no, no. And then Aiton did it in 5 games. And this was around the time that Aiton was all like, you're not that guy, pal. Like to himself in the mirror. I will say, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. When Aiton did that, that's when they hit the scoring streak. That's what they're the game streak. They started winning all their games because
I want to.
Aiden finally decided to just play his fucking role, bro.
I want to personally thank DeAndre Ayton for giving us one of the greatest meme graphics in like the past 5 years.
No, no, no. I still think Jarrett Allen being like the lights were
That's the
brighter than
best one.
expected is the funniest one of all time. I will like use that in my daily life, bro. Yeah.
That one is beautiful, but no, Tatum has some of the worst. Giannis is some of the worst too, just from a sense of it's really just self-inflicted
No, no,
because
no, no. Giannis had like crazy PR. Remember
he
before
used to have
this?
great PR, but
Yeah, yeah,
now
yeah. I think now is just bad. Like Bucks fans are booing him and shit. Like I think it'll be fine. I think Giannis is a guy that I think
look, the
people will
Bucks and
get behind
Giannis,
him
it's
in the
very
end.
obvious they're heading for divorce. It needs to happen. It's best for both parties. It is
Yeah,
not that
send him to LA, bro.
it's not that
I need to see Kobe and Shaq at it again, bro.
bro, they would dead ass be better than Kobe and Shaq.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
so dead
I
ass.
know. That's the craziest part about that.
And I know people are initially are like, no, I'm like, bro, think about it. Giannis literally
The only
has
problem
court
is Giannis
vision.
apparently, I think Giannis apparently said he doesn't want to be with a ball dominant guard. Like, bro, just
I
pack it
don't
up.
get it.
Why?
He
Why
would
would you not?
literally
No, no,
all
no.
you
But
have to
I
do.
would say Luka is the exception to this rule. Luka's a ball dominant guard, but he's like like he's the second best playmaker in the entire league.
So everyone, I love the jokes where everyone's like, Sam Presti could, if he really, really wanted to, just say fuck it, say give me Giannis, send Giannis to the Thunder.
Yeah.
It's really not hard. Just Hartenstein, freaking. You're probably sending like Dort.
You
You
gotta
might
send a
you
young player too.
you
You gotta
probably
send like
send
AJ Mitchell.
yeah you just some salary filler and
Yeah,
then
you just
just
gotta throw. Yeah, you probably gotta throw
whatever
AJ
picks
Mitchell
you
or
want to
Jared
throw in
McCain
there.
in there and just like pack it
I'm
up,
not
bro.
trading Jared McCain. I ain't gonna lie. I'm
I mean,
trying to
yeah,
keep
you got
Mitchell.
him for like dirt cheap,
If
bro.
you're trading Mitchell, you keep Jared McCain. Actually, you don't even
Well,
trade
yeah,
him.
that's what I'm saying. You pay trade one or the other. I mean, you would keep both. Maybe you trade Wiggins, Aaron Wiggins, the
Trade
10th
probably,
man on the bench, but like he could probably be like a starter on any other team in the league.
but no.
But that
Bottom
team's
line,
annoying as hell.
Giannis PR has been bad. Other good PR this season. Anthony Edwards,
Jokic,
Jokic has some great PR. I ain't
Jokic
gonna
has
lie.
such good PR that we just like
Look,
are
look,
blind.
look. No one talks about it. And you and me have talked about this. And I'm not
Yeah,
saying we need to remember everyone else for their worst game. Why do we give him such a pass? Not him, but the Nuggets. Such a
I don't
pass for
get it. I
blowing a
don't.
20-point lead in game seven.
Dude, you were the favorite to win. Everyone was like, look, the Celtics are the best team in the league, but if the Nuggets play them in a series, the Nuggets are going to stomp them. This was literally the conversation that was had in 24, right? Well, us as Mavericks fans, we know we went into every series down. Like we were the
We were the
underdog in all the
underdog every
series.
series except
I
for the
mean,
Clippers.
no, no, no. Even in against the
No,
Clippers,
because
we were.
we were
It
we
was
were
only because Kawhi was hurt.
yeah,
But like even then, a lot of people were still like, "Oh, Kawhi's gonna come back in the series. Like they're gonna lose, whatever."
yeah.
And so we beat the Clippers handily. Then we played the Thunder. I was like, "Dude, we're gonna beat these guys." Media picked against us. Media is always fucking wrong
I had
because
us
they're
winning.
idiots. I had us winning, and obviously we won. Oh, also I saw some Thunder fans talking about some. Oh yeah, Luca didn't beat us. PJ Washington did.
Well,
Yeah,
who
how do
was
you think
guarding
that?
him?
How do you think that happened,
Who was
buddy?
guarding him? No, that's the combo I always say whenever someone
Dude, you
brings up.
remember Shea fouling PJ and losing
Yes.
that series? Yeah.
No, like
You
no,
don't
no,
talk
no,
about
no,
that
no.
shit?
Like not to change the target, but like every time someone brings this stuff up, they're like, "Oh, like Luca can't guard nobody." I'm like, "We want to talk about guarding? Who was guarding PJ Washington that entire
Ooh,
series?"
I'm not gonna lie. I think Luka's been a better defender recently than Shea has. Like, because Luka's been playing point of attack defense.
Yeah, I think it's also just because Shea doesn't have to be in those
He
positions.
doesn't have to be a point of attack defender, but
Because
like because
yeah,
Luka is kind of being forced to because he's being like switched onto, but his defense has been so good now that like he's straight up just stopping it.
yeah,
Like I saw him get like I don't know. In this scoring in this win re run that they've had,
yeah.
I'm seeing Luca play some really good defense. I'm not saying Luca's the better defender. I don't. I'm not ready to make that claim yet, but I think he's been on the right side of the defensive. And lately he's been playing some good ball. I just want to highlight that
But
as his as a Luca propaganda podcast. We need to let everyone know that Luca is a good defender and that people need to shut the fuck up.
he's a
Okay.
league average defender.
Stop. No, no, no. He's above league average now. Okay. Yeah. He is scoring. He has better defensive statistics right now than Amen Thompson,
Does he
the guy
actually?
that they're glazing for his defense. Hell no, bro.
But I will say,
What do you know about my GOAT 77? I'll buy it off you.
I
I'll genuinely buy it off you. I
I
don't know
know
why
you
you
would.
flexing that shit. I will literally give you cash for that.
You signed that shit too. I'm pretty sure. I gotta double
Yes,
check that.
It is signed. It is signed. I know, and
Yeah.
it's not even mine. That shit is signed. Okay.
But what was I saying? Yeah,
Luka
Jokic's
Doncic is
PR.
Defensive Player of the Year. Just DPOI him right now,
Let's
bro.
calm the fuck
No, we're not
down.
gonna calm the fuck down. We're gonna if they're allowed to slander my goat, I'm allowed to glaze my goat.
That's
Okay.
fair. But
You
no,
see what I'm saying?
Jokic's
Yeah.
PR has been amazing because no one talks about that game 7 20 point lead. No one talks
Yeah.
about
Why do we not talk about the fact that he's lost two game sevens in a row? My MVP would never allow that to happen. All right. All I'm saying. I'm just playing. I love Jokic, but yeah, I think his PR kind of lets him get away with
yeah.
things and like not
And
serious
also I think
serious critique about the fact that he's lost two game sevens. Like
this year I
seriously.
think the Nuggets have kind of been a lot better. Not that they're better without it, but they have been better because in years past without Jokic, they were dead ass the worst team in the league. Like it
Yeah,
was
yeah.
bad.
Yeah,
But
like
this year
I
they've
still
been
think like I think if you were to ask me who the best player in the league is right now, like I'll probably still tell you it's Jokic. Like it's probably still Jokic. But who the MVP is and who the best player is not the fucking same conversation. You know why? It's because this award is fucking dog shit. This award sucks. I'm telling you, this shit is bullshit. We're just sitting here arguing about like players, and we're like, dude, all these guys are hooping, you know? I will say the Jokic assist shit, that shit actually kind of pissed me off.
where that's more of a statistician. I'll say this because I think
No,
Jokic
but
is
like he's benefiting from it.
he is, but I think a
At the
lot of
expense
players
of my
are.
goat,
A
bro.
lot of
Turn that
players
shit.
are.
Stop that shit, bro. I know Michael Jordan got the same shit. I know Wilt definitely got the same shit. But like, come on, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. After Bam dropping 83, Wilt dropped 100. He dropped
No,
it.
no. I mean, it happened. Like, there's news clippings and shit. Like, it. I don't know why people are suddenly like, oh yeah, now I'm gonna confirm that it happened. The fuck, it
I think the
happened.
funniest thing about
But I
that
will say, wait. I want to say this. Wilt's 100 is under very similar circumstances to
it
Bam's
is.
83.
No, it is.
It was the same. Like his players on the Warriors team were like literally fouling to get more possession so that Wilt could go and like score more. Like it's the
The
same shit.
the
So if you want to
funniest
discount Bam's 83, you got to discount Wilt's 100, which is great for Kobe fans because then they're like, "Oh yeah, Kobe's 81."
no the funniest part about the two funniest parts were about Bam's 83.
Yeah.
Before we get into playoff matchups, was one seeing Laker fans crash out was
They're
so
so mad.
funny.
I
Not
was
Laker,
so
excuse me,
happy.
Kobe fans.
Dude, I
Because
was so happy. No,
dude,
no,
did
no,
you see
even
Ice
Laker
Cube's
fans low
son?
key.
Did you see Ice Cube's son talk about some?
Yeah.
I think the refs rigged it to break him. I'm like, oh my god.
Like, bro, it's like way
I
too
was number
far.
one. He's talking about they rigged it to break Kobe's record. I'm like, give me
Dude,
the
Kobe fans have always been weird though. Like you remember when that rumor came out that Vanessa Bryant was pregnant? Kobe fans were on some like
oh,
bullshit, bro. I was
that
like,
was
dude, it's been like 6 years, bro. Let
dude,
that
that
woman.
made me ashamed of the like parasocial was at an all-time high. That was terrible. That was
That
terrible.
was disgusting. But anyway, dude, Kobe fans are always some freaks, bro. But
But
honestly,
that
as a low-key a Laker hater, like as a Laker fan base hater, the Laker fan base hater, oh man, I was fucking happy. So I was like, oh hell
no,
yeah.
no,
Fuck these
the
guys,
funniest
Wilt, Bam,
part
Kobe.
no, the funniest part about that was someone tweeted and said, if you really don't believe Wilt's 100-point game happened, then Bam Adebayo technically just dropped the most points in NBA history. And someone was like, oh my God, no.
You
And they were
can't allow that to
like, no,
happen.
everyone's like, Wilt
Dude,
did it. Wilt did
do
it.
you remember Bam going like Bam going like, oh yeah, as a top scorer in the league myself.
No, I remember that. And I
I was
think,
like, bro,
who was it?
he's never gonna let us not know that he scored 80.
I wouldn't. If I dropped 83, I'd be like, screw you guys. No
Yeah,
matter
but
how I
you
got
know
it.
that Bam kid, you know that kid that looks like Tyrese Halliburton on some like, yeah, Bam's the greatest like player I've ever seen. Shit makes me sick, bro. I can't lie.
No. It's
It's so
just
funny. This kid is so funny because
I'm
people are actually mad. People get actually mad at this kid.
I'll just never forget. Like I'm just sitting there watching, and I'm like, of all the players who I would have thought to break the 81 point game, I would have not guessed if you had given me 20 guesses. And I mean this as someone who likes Bam Adebayo.
No, Bam is like the
He's probably the 40th man.
35th guess that I
Like I
have.
would not have guessed it's
I'm not
Bam
guessing
Adebayo.
him. I'm guessing like so many names before him.
You know what's funny? And
I
this is
will
like
say though, I do think 83 will get broken in like 2 years.
at the rate it's going probably, but
Two years, I
I
think in
think we're
two
getting a
years
90
the
point game at some point in the
yeah,
next
yeah,
two
in two
years.
years I think the 83
But I will say
83 point
this:
game
the
will be
last
it.
thing I'll say is someone on Instagram tried to argue me because KPJ said um, he has to get 80 to avenge Kobe.
Oh
And
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah. He was
commented,
like, yeah,
bro,
I'm
I
sick.
commented and I said, if we as a league let KPJ drop 80, we need to abolish the NBA. And people, bro, there's this dude in the comments who came for me and started saying like it's possible. I'm like, what the hell do you mean? He's like, KPJ is score more than Bam. I'm like, bro. I'm like, that is never happening. And he's like, yes, it is. He's like, KPJ's the best scorer. I'm like, one, you don't watch basketball because you don't understand the point of touches. And two, if we're talking pure usage, if KPJ is getting 80 at any point in a game, that team needs to be demoted. Because why is he getting that many fucking touches to get 80 is my thing.
Oh
KPJ.
man.
But bottom line, man, at the end of the day, we respect Bam's 83, and it's now Wilt Bam Kobe. Laker fans, I hope you love that. But
Yeah,
last thing, go ahead.
I think it's hilarious. I think it's hilarious.
It is funny. But
Coach, they better pray someone does not go above 83 because then Kobe gets dropped from the top three.
bro, stop. I
I'm
didn't
being
even think
serious. I'm being
about
serious. They
no, I
better
didn't even think
that
about
I know
that.
they're all like, oh yeah, Luka, please drop 84. But I'm like, yo, if Luka drops 84, it's
That's
like,
if it's Luka, it's okay. If it's Luka, they're
yeah,
gonna be
yeah,
fine with it. They're not
yeah,
gonna be
yeah.
mad at it if it's Luka. But if it's like, bro, if Shea does it,
Shea,
oh my
bro,
god,
bro,
the league is gonna
bro,
be pissed.
bro,
Not the league,
bro,
fans are gonna be pissed.
bro. Shea is
Shea,
not dropping 84 in any
he
world.
doesn't take enough. He has to have an insane game from three, in my opinion,
Dude,
to touch this
he's
number.
never I think his highest scoring game is
I
55
think it's 55, but like I
in
said,
a double overtime game, by the way.
he has to
Double
be
overtime game.
he has to turn into a high volume 3 point shooter for a game for that to happen. I think
And
it has
he's not a good three-point shooter. Not yet
not
anyway.
high volume. But
Yeah, he's clutch three-point shooter though.
last things we're gonna get into is
Playoff
postseason playoff
matchups.
matchups, those kind of things.
My
So to
favorite
start,
segment.
I want to ask you.
Let's start with the East.
Yeah, well, I was gonna ask you in general. Actually, we can do East. Um, in the East, what team do you think at this moment in time, let's say, assuming like Cade Cunningham is going to be back, assuming that he's back, Jaylen Brown and Tatum are good to go. Vucevic is back for Boston. Harden is good off that finger injury that he's been kind of messing with or thumb injury. Who are the teams you say are the best suited right now to really take a shot at winning the East?
The Celtics?
Just Boston? Or you think anybody else?
No, just Boston.
Really? I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
And I think I
Cleveland, low key.
I was gonna say when healthy, I know it's a James Harden team, but I believe in Donovan
Like I
Mitchell.
like the thing is, okay, here's my take. Here's my take. I need to see more from this Cavs team, but I like what I do see. But I
Same.
feel like my problem with the Pistons is I have seen it, and I'm like, I don't know if it's enough to make the finals,
So
right?
I
I
agree
will say if
because
I'm the Knicks, I like the option of playing the Celtics in the second round because they are a team where like if you can catch them on a bad night and you're playing good, your offensive rebounding is good. Like Mitchell Robinson is going to be their most important player, and then Karl Anthony Towns is running pick and rolls and he's getting up good shots, and he's not scoring like until the fourth quarter. Like if he's scoring it well earlier than the fourth quarter, like I think we're good. You know what I mean? Like I think the
yeah.
Knicks can seriously win against the Celtics.
So
I will say
so
I think that's their ceiling. Like I really don't think that if they make the conference finals and they play the Pistons and the Cavs they're I don't think they're winning either.
so my 2 cents real quick from the East, and I want to just really quick pull up the standings just so we
Mhm.
have an idea of who the top six teams are. We'll kind of go from the top six to you know, the guys who are fighting to get in. But right now, if the season ended today, the tops, well, first of all, the teams that have clinched right now are the Pistons and the Celtics. They are top six teams. We can assume, and I think it's pretty much a given that Cleveland and New York will be top six teams. It's going to come down to Atlanta, the Raptors, and the Sixers fighting for those last two spots. I think that it's going to be, I really do think it'll be the Hawks and the Raptors who get those two spots. But in my
Yeah, I think
opinion,
Hawks and Raptors. I think Sixers will take 7, and I think Hornets will take 8.
you know what? Honestly, there is a chance the Sixers could, because all three of them are back now. PG, Kawhi, and Embiid. I think there's a chance they could take a shot. I think the Hawks would have to lose more so than they would have to win, if that makes sense. And I know that sounds dumb, but like I think that
Don't
is
they
what
have one
you're
of the
banking
easiest
on.
schedules remaining now?
The Hawks or Sixers.
The Hawks.
I think they both do. I don't know. I don't know the schedule that well. But bottom line, in terms of the top six teams, The Pistons to me right now, I like their matchups against a lot of people. I like them against the Knicks. I pick them against the Knicks right now because they out physical them every time. But other than that, I'm not saying they can't beat the other teams, but after watching their games against the Spurs, I realized I I did not realize how much of they had an issue they had outside of secondary creation that's not named Cade Cunningham. And Dennis
Yeah,
Jenkins has
exactly.
been,
That's my problem with the
yeah.
Pistons. Like
And
if a team decides they can, I mean, it's a 7 game
you
series.
stop Cade, you stop them.
You're telling me that the best basketball minds in the NBA can't figure out how to shut down one
Yeah.
player,
And
one.
and
Yeah.
Jalen Duran's been great. Like, don't worry, he might actually get an all NBA spot this year. But
Yeah, I mean, he was an all-star.
yeah, it was an
So
all-star. But just looking at them, I just question because
I don't think they got
their
it.
offense, they're not like this team. I'll talk more about this team in a sec. They're kind of like the Rockets in a sense that there are moments where their offense just halts.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
But
agree. I totally agree.
they have when it gets back going, it's great. But the Pistons as a whole, they're very contingent on Cade, and I think they can get out the East with that if they have the right matchups. But when I think NBA Finals, I really start to question: Do
I
you
will
have
say,
enough?
there's like games where they can like manage. So I'm sure that like in the Cadeless minutes they can probably manage. But if Cade is in the game and he's getting shut down, you're cooked.
Oh
So
my
like for
god,
example, like it's not the same as like, oh, Cade's not in he's not playing right now. The last couple of games before the playoffs, you're tightening up the rotation, right? And you have like Danish Jenkins going off for like 32 against the Lakers. Like the problem is those don't translate linearly, even though people will think that they do. So like people will say like, oh yeah, like they just beat the Lakers. Danish Jenkins dropped 32. They played good. It's like, yeah, that's fine, but Cade wasn't there. The problem isn't like, oh yeah, this team managed to win against the Lakers without Cade. It's like, yeah, they didn't have a choice. They just like played and managed to win. But the
yeah,
problem is that if Cade is there and he's getting like shut down,
you're cooked.
you're cooked because he's literally like he's there. You can't just like assume he's not there and like try something else. Like he's a part of your rotation. He's like a guy you have to keep going to and like try to get him going because Cade's also like he's like number 2 in assists in the league. So like if he's not if they're shutting him down and forcing him to be a scorer, which I'm gonna be honest with you, Cade's a great scorer, but he's not as good of a scorer as
He's
he is a
not an.
playmaker.
I want to say he's not an. He is an efficient scorer, but
No,
he's
no.
not. He's not.
Is he though? Like
He is an
you
efficient
remember that 40
scorer.
ball he put up in MSG?
Yes, I remember that. But he is an efficient scorer. But there are times where
But like I'm
he
saying,
says,
like
"Screw the efficiency."
I will say, for me, in my humble opinion, I think that a lot of times in playoffs, whenever you play offensive players, you have to force them into either being a scorer or a playmaker if they are both, right? So like the Celtics were able to guard really well against the Mavericks because they forced Luka to be a scorer and they forced Kyrie to be a playmaker, which Luka can score, right? Obviously, he's the best scorer in the league. I mean, you can argue Shea, but whatever.
Yeah,
Um, but Kyrie is not really a playmaker,
not
right?
naturally. He can play
He
it, but he's
he
not
can
natural.
play make, but he doesn't have the natural inclination
He's
as
not your
Luka
first
has.
tier
Yeah,
playmaker.
yeah, but Cade is one of those unique players, right? Who have the natural inclination at both. But I would argue that Cade is a better playmaker than he is a scorer. And the reason I think that is because the fucking Pistons are the 1 seed. If he was a bad, if he was the worst playmaker, I don't think they'd be the 1 seed.
Is he leading the league in assists still at this moment? I think
No,
he
I think
is.
Jokic is, but yeah, yeah, Jokic is leading him. But like he's second, like
Yeah,
dude
I know
gets a
he's
lot of
top
assists.
three.
But
It's
all
him.
I'm saying is like if you force him into being a scorer, which I think he's less like that's not as strong at, you can win. That's kind of how I feel about the Pistons in
Yeah,
general.
no, I agree with you and everything there. Knicks. All I want to say is one. If the Knicks do not make the conference finals, I don't know what to say. And I mean that, and I don't. I'm not high on the Knicks. You and me have talked about this a
No,
lot.
I just think I feel bad for them. They just came at a bad time. Like
Bad time.
they're a good team, but like truthfully, they're just not like
They don't. It sucks because you're good, but you're not great. And with how you're financially locked up and what you gave for Mikal Bridges, you're stuck with this team right now.
yeah,
And I
100%.
know the answer everyone says is, "Oh, go get Giannis." I find it very hard to believe the Bucks are going to want any offer the Knicks give them because it's good. They're not going to be draft centered unless there's
I
another.
just think this team is just not set up to go win you a championship. I can't tell you what's wrong with the team. I just think they just don't have that star power,
I also just think
honestly.
Karl Anthony Towns.
I think it might be star power. Like I really think that's the answer. I don't I'm a big Brunson guy. I've always been one.
You don't think he's a championship?
I don't I don't know. Yeah,
You've said that. Yeah.
I think he's better. I mean, I watched him be a second option and he was fucking phenomenal. I just think that he might be a second option.
I think
I think I think if he's with like a Kevin Durant or a Giannis, like you could see him play differently, but he's not even a high assist guard, so I don't know. Like I really don't.
if I'm the Knicks, so here's the problem. Karl Anthony Towns. I've always said this.
I will say
He
can I
is.
say one more thing?
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
I want to say like I think the Knicks aren't even trying to win. Like I think their organization isn't trying to win. I think they're
What
just
you mean?
trying to be competitive and give people this like, oh, like we are a competitive team, like we can make a run at these games,
When you
right?
say the Knicks, do you mean like ownership or the team itself?
Ownership, not the team. The team is obviously trying to win. I think the ownership
Um,
is not really supporting them in trying to win. I
that's
mean, sure
fair. A
they're
lot of people have said
making good
that.
moves, but like I don't know. Like I just feel like for them, they're just trying to get people in the building. They're trying to sell and they're trying to make money, and they fucking are. They are the most expensive team to go watch. I think is it LA that might be more expensive? Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, actually no, LA is
Honestly,
fucking
I don't know.
crazy.
MSG, one of those two. It's got to be one of
It's
those.
one of those two. It's one of those two. The Knicks are expensive team to watch. You know, I know they won the in-season tournament. I think that the Knicks
It's a
can win
curse.
games and they can win series. I just don't think they can sustain it for 16 games. You know what I mean? Like against four different opponents when they play in a super intense physical style and they're relying heavily on chaos and offensive rebounds and three-point shots and crashing the glass. Like I just don't think that it can sustain itself.
The crazy thing is when the Knicks are good, they're really good. Like when they're actually locked in defensively, and they've been
Hmm.
better defensively a
Yeah.
lot down the stretch of the season, and that's been helping them out a lot in winning some of
Yeah,
these
no,
games.
they got good hands. They
But
got good hands. Their offense is just like so ass sometimes with just
yeah,
straight
and
breaking
again, I say,
shots.
bro, Karl Anthony Towns is never like he found it for a minute, but I don't think he's really found his role in this Mike Brown offense.
Hmm.
And I don't blame Cat for that. I know Cat gets a lot of shit, and I do think Cat.
No, I think Cat's great. I think Cat's a
I
great
think
player.
Cat, but I've always said it though. Cat needs to be the four. He cannot be a five. He cannot be a full time five,
Yeah,
especially on a team like the Knicks where you have your primary guy as a small guard.
yeah. Use the guy who's supposed to be the best shooting man since Dirk as a shooter.
I
Like
just
I
feel
don't like
like
the fact that Cat has to sit under the rim and like fucking tap the ball in like every other second.
you know, I
Yeah,
just
like
think
I would
that
like the fact that Cat could like pop from a 3-point line shot, you know, or like go for mid rangers and things like that.
the Knicks are
He doesn't really shoot that, but
the Knicks
you
just
get
put
what
themselves in such a weird position. Honestly, I
Yeah,
will say
I don't know what
this.
to do. Like, what are they supposed to do? Trade Josh
So
Hart? You
I
traded 5 picks for Mikal Bridges, which I actually didn't think was a good trade at the time. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I remember you told me that when that happened.
I told you it was a bad trade. I thought it was I thought it was a fucking overpay,
You
which
said
the
it
fuck
could bite
it
them in the
was.
ass, is what you said.
Yeah, I did. I was like, bro, why are you trading 5 picks for a guy that's not gonna like? I mean, yeah, hey, obviously you get better, you got a better player, but like, I don't know. I just didn't think you like addressed anything of what you needed to. You know, like you have
Yeah.
Josh Hart, you have OG Anunoby. Why the fuck are you also getting McHale? Like
So
go get another player. Use your picks more
call me
wisely.
crazy. I don't know how it would happen. I don't
Mhm.
know what it would do. You'd need to do to make it happen because I think you would probably need to do, and it doesn't help. He's coming off his best season. But if Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers are at an impasse, or if his contract
No,
gets
dude,
voided,
I think they should call him. I think
I
he's the
think
guy they
he
would
fit.
call.
He bro,
I think
it
he's
fixes
the
so
guy
many
you'd call.
things.
Dude, if he goes there, holy shit, that
I
team is
don't
like
know
disgusting.
who's out. It probably is Karl Anthony Towns for money. I don't know. I don't remember what Kawhi's contract is. It's either Cat or McHale.
Kawhi is the one Cat's the one making the most money. He's making
Cat's making more,
62
62.
million.
But like between him and
What the fuck?
McHale, like McHale, and OG, one of those guys would have to get moved. But I just look at that and like putting Kawhi on the team, you get the scoring, you get the defense.
I
Like
don't
it.
think you should move Cat if you don't have to though. You
No,
keep
I
Cat
agree.
and then you have to move. I think you move like McHale or maybe yeah, you move
You
McHale and
probably
then
move McHale.
yeah, move
And I think the
McHale because
Clippers would
like
be intrigued,
I think you paid him. Yeah, you paid McHale. He can come and play, and then he'd work with your young guards that you
especially
have,
because OG.
Darius Garland and all of them, and he could just hoop. And then also Mikal Bridges is kind of like a piece that people trade for in order to
Yeah.
build a championship team. So it's like you're gonna expect people to call about him and shit like that. He's also the most available player in the league. Like
Yeah.
he has hella value. I just think that like he's just not what the Knicks need, and now it's getting to the point where like if they don't win again, which
I
they
think we
probably
may see by
likely, very
Mikal.
likely won't. Yeah, like you're gonna need to make some calls. I
And
do think Kawhi would be great for them, and I also think Kawhi deserves to play in like a big market. The guy's fucking amazing. He's always been playing some bullshit ass teams. Well, the Spurs were good, but like
the
Toronto
Raptors were
was like,
good.
yeah, but it's Toronto. The fuck?
The fuck's that mean?
Talking about LeBronto, bro.
We don't speak of LeBronto.
No, we
When
love
he,
we love
we
LeBronto.
do love LeBronto, but
Yeah,
we don't speak
dude,
of it.
genuine ownership right there, bro. That and PJ Washington being mayor of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yeah. Oh yes, man, Paul
Yeah,
Germain. But Cavs, we've kind of said our piece on them. I think they'll go as far as Donovan Mitchell can take them, and I think James Harden just raises their floor a whole lot more, and that's why I kind
yeah,
of have
but
a
this
lot
is
of
the
faith.
first time that I like don't care what happens with the Cavs.
I think they have a real shot at.
Yeah, like I think they have a shot, but if they lose, I'm not gonna be here like, oh, like
I'm not going to be pissed off.
Like, bro, like you just traded for James Harden or making a push now. Like, just
Now I
go
think
and play the
next year would be
postseason
your
and then, yeah, retool again in the season. You know, you
next
got
year would
Max
be your
Struess
make it or
back.
break it.
Yeah, you got
The
Max Struess back. Like, maybe get another shooter and like kind of go at it again. I think you're good.
rap. I
Raptors,
have nothing more to say except Scotty Barnes should be a top three candidate for DPOY. That's
yeah,
really my
and
only
then
takeaway.
just go hoop. Yeah, I just
Yeah,
go hoop. Hawks, go hoop.
Jalen Johnson, I
Congratulations.
got to give him his flowers. He's been. I still think he is a number two option at his
Mhm.
peak. I don't think he's a championship 1A, but
Sure.
he is a lot better than I really thought he ever would be
Yeah.
as a
I
playmaking
think the
forward.
Knicks will dispatch the Hawks pretty quickly, though. So here's what I think, right?
Mhm.
Personally, I think the Sixers are a very dangerous team for anybody to play in a series because you have Embiid, you have Paul George, and you have Tyrese Maxey. That's just fucking annoying to deal with, to be honest with you. Like, that's like LA levels of annoying because you have three guys that can fucking pop at any time. And the problem is, it's not that I'm sitting here thinking that they're gonna beat the Celtics. The problem is I think they'll make the beating them difficult, where you have to play like wire to wire games
You
every
mean if the
game.
Sixers got the seven?
Yeah, so if the Sixers get the seven, they play wire to wire games with the Celtics, and Celtics are not a team that should be playing like consistent, like heavy
For
games,
sure.
especially if the Knicks go and like fucking destroy the Hawks, which is probably what's gonna happen because the Hawks are not as good as the Sixers, in my opinion.
I will say this: the
And the
Knicks are in
Knicks,
a good
the
spot.
good thing about the Knicks is that they're really good at beating bad teams. They will fucking crush a bad team. That shit's not even gonna be like, oh, actually, no, wait, that's not true. As of late, they've been doing some bullshit with that Brooklyn game. But I will say Brooklyn's been playing my team, the Brooklyn Nets, have been playing some amazing ball. Okay, we beat the Kings. Okay, we were close against the
Why the hell
Lakers.
would they want to beat the Kings? You're in an active takeoff with them. That's the most Brooklyn Nets thing ever.
We are gonna get the number one pick.
They're gonna get. I think they're getting
AJ
number one.
DeMonsa, congratulations. You are a Brooklyn Net.
AJ or
Yeah.
Darren, one of those two is a
Yeah.
Brooklyn Net. I think it's
Get ready
AJ.
to lose, buddy. I mean, you've already lost, but get ready to lose.
Get ready to speak Brooklyn.
Yeah,
But
get ready to
it's
speak New York.
but but I do think here's my take on the play-in situation. I
Mhm.
think it's gonna be Charlotte and the Sixers. I think both Florida teams are getting booted.
Oh yeah,
Um
it's not even.
because and I want to say this. Here's what's gonna happen.
Dude,
Because
Charlotte would be money
Charlotte
making, bro.
Pistons first round matchup, I'd
Oh,
actually
bro. Do you remember
watch
that
that.
fight, bro? That shit would be so funny.
I would watch it for the
Yeah,
sake of
Musa Diabate, bro. Just wait, bro. Just wait till the playoffs. You
and
can
that's a
get
fun series. I feel like I know
your
it's
get back on Jalen Duren,
the
bro.
Pistons are gonna win, but that's a fun series. I feel like just the
And
way
I
they
don't know if the
play.
Pistons are gonna win. The Hornets are super hot.
That's fair.
Um,
But
okay, let's move on to
no, no,
the.
no,
I guess
real
my
quick,
argument. Yeah, yeah, go
real
go go.
quick. I just
Sorry.
want to put this out there. I want to say this so it's on record because I've said it behind camera. This time next year, Miami Heat, Bam Adebayo will be on a new team. This time next year, he will not be on
Ooh,
Miami Heat anymore.
hot
I
take.
will be
Okay,
shocked.
here's
That's number
my hot
one.
take. Here's
Go ahead.
my hot take. All right, the Spurs will take the one seed away from the Thunder before the end of the season.
Before I say that, my last hot take is Daryl Morey gets fired, but that's not that hot. He needs to be fired.
Yeah, that dude does not deserve to have a job.
But do
Okay.
you think the Spurs? I know we talked about this. So why do you think the Spurs got the one? You think because you said OKC got a harder schedule?
Dude, their schedule is so hard. It's not even funny, bro. Do you want me to go you through
What is their
list you
schedule?
through their
It was
games?
8 games left.
They're playing the Lakers twice. They're playing the Nuggets. They're playing the Suns.
It's not an easy
They're
matchup.
playing the Pistons. They're playing the Clippers. The
That's
only
all
easy
their
game is
games.
Pistons, Lakers twice, Clippers, Nuggets, Suns, and then they're playing the Jazz, which is just straight W.
That's and all most of those
You're
teams
telling
are
me, you're
trying to
telling
win,
me, yeah, yeah, exactly. All those,
except for the
almost all those
Jazz.
teams are trying to win. Okay.
And
And
even
like,
without Cade, the Pistons they're not going to go down without a fight.
I'm just saying. It's
And what's
like,
the
it's
Spurs
not,
schedule in con? Let me pull up. What's the
the
Spurs schedule?
Spurs have a much easier schedule. I think the only team they have to play that's like kind of good is the Nuggets. That's it.
Let me
Everybody
see.
else
They
is better.
have
Yeah.
Spurs is keep going. I'm gonna look there. I found it. Spurs schedule coming up is
Oh,
they have the
wait.
Bulls on Monday. Then they have
Crushing them.
yeah, they'll crush them on the man. They have the Bulls, then Bulls, Warriors. It's another free win. Clippers. It's a hard one. Honestly, I don't need to see the whole
Nuggets,
Nuggets.
Sixers, Trailblazers, Mavericks,
Okay,
Nuggets
yeah.
again. So
Jesus
yeah, I think
Christ.
they'll probably take it. I'm gonna be honest
They,
with you.
they they may not lose. They may lose
And
one
the
more
thing
game.
is, if the Spurs tie, they'll take the one because they've got the tiebreaker.
Ooh, I forgot
So
about that
like, I
because
don't
they
even
went
think
three
this is
one.
that hot of a take. Like, I just think if they win two more games than the Thunder and the
I
remaining
do
stretch, like it's
think
over.
I do
Yeah.
think if Wemby takes the 1 seed, they're going to give him MVP.
Yeah, yeah, they will. They 100% will. There's no chance.
And
Because
also the face of the
I'm telling
league.
you, Luka's not making it out of these allegations, bro. Yeah, plus he just got
Also,
suspended, so he can't drop 84 against the Wizards on Monday.
the face of the league conversations, those shut down. Like hard stop if he wins MVP this year. Like,
Yeah. They'll
but
get close. Those are still close.
Spurs on the Spurs matchup mindset, I do think that the Spurs I like them the most going into the playoffs right now, just because, and I have my questions about their shooting at times, but they
All
can
right, who do
just.
you
I
think is the biggest danger to the Spurs in the playoffs?
think it's OKC. I
You think
know
it's
they beat
OKC?
them 3 or 4 times. Or actually, you know
I
what?
don't think it's
It's
OKC.
OKC or the Lakers. And the
Yeah.
only reason I say the Lakers, first of all, I don't want to see Victor Wembanyama match up with DeAndre Ayton. I know that's a body bag waiting to happen to Ayton, but I've
I'm
just.
gonna be honest with you, bro. I don't think it's I mean, yeah,
Who do
like
you
I
think?
think OKC or the Lakers would play them. Dude, if Denver plays them, Denver is beating them. Okay, I'm telling you right now.
Why you say
So,
that?
dude, I just think Denver's offense, especially when they're all healthy, is just way too fucking good. Like,
That's
I
fair.
don't think the Spurs are gonna be able to stop them. And the Spurs' biggest problem is that because of their inexperience, as games go on, I think their offense is not gonna be there.
I agree with that.
Yeah, like
I,
Stephon Castle is a great player, but he can't like take over a game offensively. And you're relying on De'Aaron Fox for the most part to like also be a scorer on
he's
top
been
of being a
great.
facilitating guard. Yeah, I do think like this like if the Spurs play the Nuggets in a series, it's like a test about Wemby's offensive ability. Like we're saying it's not there yet, like on par with his defensive ability. This series would literally be like, okay, if your offense is there, you will win this series. If it's
I
not, you will lose this
I
series.
do think
Yeah.
that the Spurs, their benefit though, besides maybe OKC, and I say that
Mhm.
hesitantly, but the Spurs genuinely they can play and they know how to play so many different ways. They know how to play with three wing defenders out there and just playing based off their defense. They know how to play that double big lineup of Cornette and Wimby, which is very much so scary. They have ran the lineups where they run four guards pretty much as
Yeah, I remember the four
their
guard
starting
lineup.
lineup.
Yep.
It's Fox, Vassell, Castle,
Castle,
and Champagny, who's a forward, but
and
he
then
plays
Wemby.
like a guard, and Wemby.
Yeah.
Like they can just play in so many different ways, and that is what I think their biggest
That team is
advantage going to
just
the
so
playoffs.
deep. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like if you think about these guys, like I think they're relatively inexperienced. I think playoff experience is important, but just
I
because
do
like
too.
you just gotta go through a lot of games. I will say the Spurs are really fucking good, so I still think that they're the favorites. For me personally, like I really don't think I think the Thunder are kind of limping to the finish, and I think the Spurs are finishing off super strong. They're the hottest team in
So
2026, in my opinion. Wemby's probably going to get the MVP, which, I don't know if in my opinion, I don't think he should be it, but like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you he's been having a terrible season. Like, dude has
same.
been playing elite. He's definitely an MVP finalist for sure, in my opinion. And like, if he wins the MVP, I'm not gonna sit there and like discredit it. I'm just gonna say like, oh, I thought these two had a better season. But
We
to
should
be
have
honest, I
known.
think the MVP award is inherently flawed. Like, take the MVP outside of it. Buddy's a top three player in this league right now. Like he's actually playing at that level. Like top three, he's a top three player this season. Like that's just you can just say that end of sentence. Like it's all good, you
We
know?
should have known the Spurs were coming to play when we saw Wemby shave his head with those goddamn Tibetan monks.
Yeah, yeah. The Spurs culture is there for sure. I think if they play the Nuggets in a series, I
If they were Tibetan,
just think the Nuggets offense is just gonna be like a little bit too much. But they probably won't play the Nuggets just because of the way the seating is right now. So in that case, they'll probably play
they
LA.
play the Lakers. Shit.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, bro.
DeAndre Ayton
Once again,
might be the most hated man in LA.
well, yeah, 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 that's definitely gonna happen. But also, as a Luka Doncic propaganda podcast,
I've seen it before.
we need to mention that
I've seen it
I've
before.
seen Luka go up against crazy good teams and still win.
They shouldn't win,
Yeah,
but Luka Doncic, there have been so many games and series where I say you should not have won this, but Luka Doncic is just
Luka
exploded.
Doncic is on your
I
team.
will say though, Steph Castle I think has guarded him the best this season out of anybody that I've seen. I think Steph Castle did guard him the
That's
best.
true, but I think that the games that they played the Spurs,
Someone wasn't playing.
they didn't play this iteration. Yeah, the last time they played the Spurs, I'm pretty sure Luka had no Reeves or Braun and had like 80 points of offense at the end
Yeah.
of the game, and it was just him, and no one was helping him.
I do
Yeah.
think you mentioned OKC. I do want to before we go on to
And
the
the one game that the Lakers won, I remember they got Wemby into foul trouble, and then they were able to clinch
yes,
that. That
he
was a
fouled
pretty
out.
good game. That was a pretty good game. I feel like I don't know. Like I mean, I don't know. I think the Lakers can do something. I don't like I
But
wouldn't like I wouldn't bet against a bet for them. Like I wouldn't put any money on them, but like I wouldn't be surprised if they won.
last thing I'll say about OKC real quick. Well, not because you mentioned OKC. I think, and I say this hesitantly because they did it last year. Technically,
Mhm.
I understand they are a great team who plays next man up mentality, and they're great.
Yeah.
I've said it before. I'll say it again. I think other teams got better, and I think that there's not as big of a gap between them and other teams as there was last year. I don't think
Uh-huh.
that's there anymore. But also, I don't think they'll be able to gel the way they did last year with Chet missing all those games. Like they had a lot of guys still going into the playoffs who were available. They have had so much injuries this year, and it's a testament to them. They're still the one seed and the best team in the NBA overall when healthy.
Mhm.
But I just think this year there there hasn't been enough consistency. And Degnall is great. Mark Degnall, their coach, is great at overcoming that adversity.
Mhm.
But I just think that those moments where they go into those like limping lows, like they even did in the playoffs last year, I think they won't be able to just coast in those moments. Now, I could be wrong, but I think that's going to be the difference maker for OKC in the playoffs. But moving on though,
I agree.
I want to go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to talk about the series that I'm really excited about. I think the West is more locked up. Like I don't think the plan's really gonna matter here. So
I think I
I'm
know
just
what you're
gonna
about to
go
say.
through it. Thunder Clippers movie, cinema. Okay? Because
Shea's getting his revenge.
I mean Shay's gonna get his revenge, but I don't think he's gonna even play that good in the series. I'm gonna be honest with you, because Kawhi Leonard is on the floor and that dude is just a fucking
You don't think
monster.
Shea's gonna play good against Kawhi?
I don't know. I'm just watching him not play good right now. So I'm just kind of assuming that if
Shea
he
gonna
gets,
lock in for the playoffs.
huh?
He gonna lock
Okay.
in for the playoffs, I think.
Okay, but I feel like teams have kind of figured out a formula for them. I think if you play really fast transition offense against the Thunder, and then if you play some good help against Shea, I think you can stop him.
You know what? I'll give you this because you're right. They do struggle. The Spurs showed me when you have multiple ball handlers out there and you have multiple
And the
like a lot of
Clippers,
length.
I'm just saying the Clippers play fast too. They
Well,
got
that
Darius
and
fucking Garland on their team and
no
Benedict
that, but
Mathurin.
also defensively, they have length. They have Chris Dunn, they have DJJ, they have Kawhi. I'll give you
Yeah,
that.
like they're not an easy team to beat.
Yeah,
I'm not saying the Thunder are gonna lose.
no,
I'm
they're
just
gonna win,
saying
but you're saying it's
they're
not gonna
just
be
gonna
easy.
they're just yeah, it's not gonna be easy. And
I
that
got
is such an annoying thing because like you just don't want to deal with this shit right away. You want like an easier series. Like the Thunder played the Grizzlies in the first round last year. Those motherfuckers weren't gonna do anything to the Thunder. You know, it was like
it's kind of
straight
poetic.
washes every time.
It's
Yeah.
kind of poetic that Shea's about to end the Kawhi Leonard, Paul George
Yeah,
Clippers
maybe Buddy
era.
gets voided before. Okay, Suns Spurs. I actually think this is a good
That's a
series.
good matchup.
I watched a game recently of the Suns and Spurs. The Suns were leading them at the entire game, and then Wemby hit that game winner on them. So
I got the
I think
Spurs
those
in
games
six.
will still be close. I think I got Spurs in six as well. No, actually, I think I got Spurs in five. I
I
don't think it'll
respect
be
that.
um
Also,
Lakers Rockets. This shit's a fucking wash.
all
This
right,
shit
all right,
is.
all right. I
I'm gonna
want to.
watch this just because I want to watch Luka get like 40 every fucking night, but like. Uh, yeah, this shit's good. I don't
I've
even
said
know
this
if the
to
Rockets are gonna win a game. This is how bad they are
I've
already.
said this to Arjun ad nauseum, but the Lakers are who the Rockets should want the Lakers and the Lakers should want the Rockets because if I am both those teams, that's the team I know I can, especially from the Lakers. That's the team I know I can beat because I'm sorry, every game I watch the Rockets, it just gets worse and worse and worse.
I
And
don't
it
think you want. I don't think if I'm the Rockets, I want to play the Lakers. Like
no,
I
you
do think that's the
well,
team
you
you don't
probably
want to play.
okay, you probably want the Timberwolves. I'll
You
say
want the
that.
Wolves, don't you?
You probably want the
Yeah.
Wolves. But regardless, I just there is not a team in this first like round. Katie's getting first round.
No,
Bottom
but
line.
the other thing is the Nuggets. Like I feel like if I'm the Rockets, I'd want to play the Nuggets.
I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't matter. You're going
Because the
home.
Nuggets defense isn't very good. I mean, yeah, they're gonna lose any of these.
You want to
I just
lose in
think
6 or 7? That's the
the problem is
question.
I just feel like I don't want to play LA because my offense is gonna stall and their offense is gonna kill me in the
You're
fourth.
off. Here's the
You're
problem with
playing
Houston.
you want to play the clutchest team in the league when your offense is the biggest problem in the fourth quarter. That's the same reason why the Nuggets are like kind of like a shaky team. It's because their fourth quarter offense is kind of abysmal.
And you know what's so sad? And it's not his fault. The whole reason they traded for Kevin Durant
Mm.
is to fix the offense. It
Yeah.
is, in my opinion, and again, I say, I do think Freddie going down hurt them. And I think they're going to have a
Mhm.
lot of hard conversations in the offseason because you can't
Yeah.
bank on, I don't remember how old he is, but Fred VanVleet's an older vet. I think he can still play. I'm not
Yeah,
saying he
he's about like
can't.
33, 34.
Yeah, and he's coming off ACL tear. But I
He'll be,
believe
I mean, he'll play facilitation ball.
yeah, but my thing is just like you're banking on him. Like I think you need to really just look at your guard rotation. I thought they should have maybe flipped Tari Eason or Jabari Smith Jr. for another guard who you could do. Bottom line, Houston is in a very hard spot just where they are because they're like
You got
I know they love their guys, but they're going to have to make some sacrifices for championship aspirations, in my opinion. Besides Amen and besides Alperen Sengun, I know they're going to make a run at Giannis. I don't
Why?
know if
Why?
I know I've been
Don't have a
seeing
point
no,
guard.
I've been seeing the Sengun for Giannis things, and I'm like, if I'm the Rockets, I don't know if I do that. I
Whatever.
understand it's Giannis, but I don't. I think that how do I put this?
Would Katie and Giannis work together? Do
They
you
would
think?
work, but I don't think they'd work on this Rockets team because who the
Yeah.
fuck that's my thing. I
Who
just
do you have?
that's my thing. The fit. It's not that I don't like Giannis the Rockets. Just with this iteration of this Rockets, I'm like I don't love this. But that's neither here nor there. The Rockets are first round exit. The Lakers should want the Rockets. If you're the Lakers, I'm actively
Yeah.
losing games
You
to try
know
to get them.
you know you can crush the Rockets. Like it's not
Bro, holy shit. KD's finally gonna get LeBron's gonna get his revenge on KD for
but
jumping him
I
to the
think it gets
finals.
interesting if the Nuggets play the Rockets and the Lakers play the Wolves. I think that shit would
Oh
be so
yeah.
fun. Like if these two switch somehow, oh my fucking
So
god.
if the Wolves
Because
play the
they have
Nuggets,
the same rating. They have the same record.
if the Wolves play the Nuggets, who do you have winning? Because that to me is the most 50-50 series.
Nuggets. I think
I think the
Nuggets
Nuggets
win.
would actually get them too. Because
Yeah.
I'm looking at and I feel so
If Jokic
bad.
loses again, holy fucking shit. I don't want to hear anything
You
anymore
know
about
what's
it. I don't
gonna
want to hear
suck
shit.
though?
What?
Because the Wolves are gonna lose if they do play the Nuggets. Let's say they
They're
do lose.
definitely losing if they play the Thunder, yeah.
Here's my issue.
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards is gonna get so much shit, and it's not his fault.
Yeah, it's not gonna be his fault, but he's gonna
And
come off. I'll come off an injury, play against a team that's
I'm not even
better than
saying
him.
that. It's
No, but like
just
he's gonna come off an injury, play against a team that's better than him, and probably not play that good either.
I'm
And
not even.
even if he does play good, they're just still gonna be ass.
No,
This
here's the
Wolves team, I
problem.
don't get it. I don't get what they're doing with this Wolves team because
I've
where are
said
they
it.
going?
I've said it before. I'll say it again. They're too good to be ass, and they're too bad to be good. They're in the limbo state. And the problem is, you're Rudy Gobert, Jaden. Like you're an expensive ass team, and
Yeah,
that's
we
why
are an
Nikhil
expensive ass team.
Alexander walked because you could not afford to
Yeah,
pay
and I
him.
think I think you're gonna lose Jaden McDaniel this year too, right?
No, he's on extension. He's
Somebody else, somebody else that
somebody's getting traded.
somebody. No, you're gonna lose somebody. I don't
Someone is
think it's.
getting Nas Reed might get moved. It's not that you
Yeah,
don't like him. It's
he's
just
he's
like you need something. But more importantly, it's why I say Anthony Edwards is going to get some shit is because Anthony Edwards and Luka are very similar in the sense of they achieved very early in the early stages of
Mhm.
their career,
Sure.
and I know it when I see it. Give it another year, they will be talking about Anthony Edwards in a very different light if he is first rounded
Yeah,
this
I
year,
know. It's so
and it's not
disgusting,
fair to
bro.
him, and it's fucked up
It's a disgusting, bro.
because that's what happens. Happened to John Morant, happened to Luka Doncic, happened to D Book. Like at some point, they're gonna look at the
It's
shiny
this
new
ring
toy.
shit, bro. Like you win a ring, you're automatically like absolved of like anything. But if you don't win a ring and you're
Unless you're
like,
Jayson Tatum.
yeah, I'll Tatum won a ring.
Again, I say, and they bully him still. We,
Yeah, I know. It's actually insane. It's actually
st-
insane. Buddy won a ring and he was like very much the best
bro, they
player.
won a
Didn't even
ring
win
and they said
finals
win
MVP.
Finals MVP. Jackass is what they said.
Dude, what the fuck?
They said you want a ring, go bring me a Finals MVP, Jackass. That's what they said.
Some
And I
bullshit, bro.
myself include, I didn't say it
Same
like
same people
this.
same people are probably Curry fans, by the way.
Curry has, bro. You can't say that about Curry.
That's what I'm saying.
Curry got
Just
his
bro, he
MVP out the
didn't
mud.
I'm not talking about the MVP. I'm talking about the finals MVP.
No, it's Finals MVP. He got that out the mud.
That's my point. I feel like the same fans,
Oh,
right? Like imagine if
oh,
Curry never won in 22.
man,
You think people
man.
people be like, "Oh yeah, this dude did not win a finals MVP, bro. What the fuck?"
It's funny because there really was a chance that Andrew Wiggins was up for a second. I really thought Andrew Wiggins was going to be Finals MVP, and then Game Four
That
happened.
would be so bad for the game. Anyway, Thunder Nuggets. I'll assume the Nuggets will win. Thunder Nuggets,
So let's say
always a movie with those guys. I think the
I think
Thunder
the
Thunder
Nuggets,
will win.
yeah,
Thunder will
Nuggets would
win.
lose.
Nuggets would lose
I got
though.
Thunder in six.
No, I got Thunder in seven.
I just think Jared McCain
Nah,
will help
I
their
got him
secondary
seven.
ball
This is
handling.
seven. That's a
Well, you got
seven
the
game.
Thunder in seven.
That's a 7 game series. Yeah, for
All
sure.
right, I can understand. I can respect that.
Yeah,
Assuming they win, it's Lakers Spurs, right?
yeah.
Damn,
All right, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you.
he's going
I'm gonna keep it a
home.
buck with you.
He's going home.
I'm
He's
so
going.
sorry, Luca,
He's
but
going
I don't
home.
think you're winning this one, buddy.
It's not even. He'll probably average like 30, like
Because the
36 and
thing is, like,
7.
I know a lot of people will be like, "Oh yeah, I think the Lakers are gonna win." Shut the f No, you don't, bro.
I
You're
like
just
to
thinking that because
say,
in the event that that happens, you look amazing.
look,
Listen, anybody with eyes knows that the Spurs team is gonna probably beat the
they're going to
Lakers.
the conference finals.
They are going to the conference finals, probably. But
All things considered.
I will say, yeah, we have to say this. Like, it's Luca, bro. I can't.
It's tough because look, and I haven't said
I
it in
will
this
end
pod.
this. I will end it with this. I think that the Spurs will beat the Lakers, and I would probably, if you asked me to just intuitively pick one team, I would pick the Spurs. But
This I'll put it like this: the Spurs can
the
beat the
LA,
Lake.
LA, LA is the clutchest team in the league. Luca is Luca. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, I really don't know. I think that
The
LA also, I
Luca,
feel like LA can match up well against the Spurs. Like, I don't think it's gonna be a blowout. I think it'll be close. I think it'll be like Spurs in six or something like that. But like, I see a world in which like Luka just goes fucking off
I'm gonna be real. I'll go 7.
and just yeah, exactly. Like, I think it goes seven. I think Luka could go off and just fucking crush him. Like, I really think that's possible. And if that happens,
I really do think we're gonna unless I'll put it like this: Austin Reeves is gonna have to put up 20 a game, and I'm not saying it's not
yeah,
possible.
yeah, I
Like
think
an
he
efficient
can
20.
do that. He just has to. He just
Yeah, like
has to do
has
that.
to. It has to.
Him or Braun.
And
Braun can do
you
it.
cannot be you cannot
Braun has
have
actually been more of a second option than Reeves has, I think. I think a lot of people say Reeves has been the second option. I think it's been Braun low key, but like,
yeah.
yeah, just one of them needs to go for 20. If both of them go for 20, it's an automatic win, but like if one of them goes for 20,
But
um,
also, I just don't think that you cannot have a bad game from three if you're the Lakers against the Spurs. You cannot have it at
yeah, and it
all.
happens a lot. Like,
That's
yeah,
the
they
problem.
they are inconsistent from three. Like Luke Kennard, I've seen him like fucking go like over five sometimes.
Yeah.
He needs to be on his game. Like he needs to be hitting them shits.
But
Rui,
bottom line,
like Rui should not be doing those like bullshit ass mid range fade like Kevin Durant hezzy pulls. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you doing?
if I'm JJ Redick and I see
Go
Rui
to the
pull that
corner.
mid range shit, I'm saying, yo, sit your ass on the bench and
Get
wait for the
out of the
rest to see.
game. Go to the
This is
corner.
not. I'd
Yeah.
be like, this is not the team to be taking the mid ranges on because Wimby's gonna send that shit to the third row.
That's what I'm saying. You need to just take like Luke. Okay, Luca's 3-point shot is falling, so that's kind of why I'm like, yo, like I think they have a chance. All I'm saying is if we're here and we're watching Spurs Lakers and the Lakers win, I don't want to hear anything, bro. I don't want to hear anything because I have believed in Luka Doncic in this team, kind of like not
I
really, but
haven't. I'll
like
straight
but
up
I'm
say I was
more
wrong.
than anybody.
Yeah, I'll straight up say I was wrong
Yeah.
about them because to
Yeah.
me the
Okay,
Lakers,
let's go a little
yeah,
bit quicker. I think if the Spurs beat the Thunder, I think the Spurs will just
the Spurs win the chip if they beat the Thunder.
yeah, unless they play the Knicks.
The only teams I
If they
can
play the
see,
Knicks, they are losing. I'm telling you right now.
they lose. I think it's a series. I don't know if they. We'll see.
Yeah, but I think the Knicks will edge him.
I
I'll
also
be
just don't
honest.
think the Knicks will make the finals, but we'll
Yeah,
see.
yeah. I don't think the Knicks will make the finals. I'm saying if the Knicks make the finals,
Yeah.
it's like just
But
yeah.
yeah, that's pretty much it for playoffs. Do you want to talk about the eliminated teams? The we get to bully them.
No, no, I don't. Trying to sleep, bro. I don't care about these fuck ass teams. Yeah.
No, we can talk
Except
about
my
it next time.
Brooklyn Nets, bro. I love this team. We are playing some good ball. I can't lie. You should see us. Us, by the way, us. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Brooklyn
said
Nets fans, catch me at the Barclays, bro. I'll be watching every game from now on.
I'll go to a Nets
I
game.
love this team.
I'll go.
This is my team. This is my team right
Name
here.
five players that aren't in the starting lineup.
Like Josh Minott, Dayron Holmes.
You mean Sharp? Duron
Oh yeah,
Holmes
you're
is
right.
on
You're
the
right.
Nuggets.
Yeah, you're right. I literally mixed them up. I was like, is it Sharp or Holmes? I just swapped them.
Fake Nets fan. Boo this man. Boo.
Who else is on this team?
Oh,
Michael Porter Jr.
oh shit. Cam Thomas
Zaire
is not on the
Williams,
team no
my
more.
goat. Zaire Williams, my goat.
Terrence Mann.
Nick Claxton. Yes, I can't believe he's in this purgatory. I can't lie. I know more than five Nets players.
Bro,
Yeah.
this is so funny because I remember Clippers used to like,
Oh, Igor Demon, Danny Wolf.
oh yeah.
What is this other dude's name? The one that got drafted. Let's look at the
I know
Nets.
you're talking about, but I can't
Yeah.
think of his name. Oh, is it no, McNeely's in the Hornets. McNeely's in the Hornets.
Yeah.
I don't know. But okay, but last oh
Traore,
yeah, no. Oh
Nolan
yeah, no
Traore,
Traore.
and then Ben Conley also. That's
Oh
the
yeah.
guy Conley.
But no, last thing I want to ask you before we wrap up. I wanted to ask you who are your finalists for each of the major awards? And by this I want to clarify, not I want to do MVP, Rookie of the Year, DPOY, Coach of the Year, and MIP. Those five.
Okay,
And you can do clutch if you want, but
Coach
yeah.
of the Year is Joe Mazzulla. Clutch Player of the Year is Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Most Improved Player of the Year, I'd probably give it to Denny. You know, I think Denny deserves it. There are other candidates, but that's fine. Six Man of the Year, I think should be Keldon Johnson. I don't even know why the fuck he's not even in this like
It's
the
so
top
dumb. It's dumb.
whatever. Like he's probably the most important player for the Spurs, low key. Because like those guys are gonna just do what they do. But if Keldon's coming off the bench and giving you like fucking 20, like it's wrapped up, you know? That's my problem also. Like I think the reason why I picked the Spurs against the Lakers is because of Keldon Johnson. He's the reason I picked I sorry, I didn't even mention. Keldon Johnson is the reason I picked the Spurs against the Lakers. They have no fucking answers for him, and bench scoring on the Lakers is still their biggest fucking problem. Meanwhile, the Spurs, they got like 10 guys who could fucking go off for like 20 or 30. So I'm just like, dude, what the fuck is this? You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I do think Luka Doncic exists, and he's probably the most dangerous player in that game, and that's or that series, and that's completely fine. But like, you know, if you have a bench scoring issue and you have Bronny James going up against fucking Keldon Johnson, just like
What a
pack it up.
stray.
No, no, Bronny's been playing great,
He's
bro. I've
doing
always
great in
thought
G
he was
League.
good. Yeah, I'm just messing with you.
No, no,
Yeah,
no.
like I'm sorry, Drew Timmy, but like I'm sorry, Nick Smith Jr., but like I'm sorry, Kobe Buffkin, but like
I forgot they got him.
yeah, Kobe Buffkin. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Who was
Yeah,
this?
I
He
don't know why they
said
signed my goat Cam Thomas, bro. Where's Cam Thomas when you need him? He should have been on the Lakers, bro.
he's out the league, is what he is
Lake
at
Show.
this point.
Anyway,
He
okay,
said
yeah. Anyway,
DPOI. Oh, I don't even know. I'm asking. We know who
are we
DPOI
dead
is.
ass, bro? If Wemby misses a game, it's Chet, but like it's Wemby.
I think
What
your
other awards are there?
finalists.
Rookie of the year.
Oh yeah, who do you think is your rookie of the year?
I'm gonna keep buck with
Don't
you
you
though.
fucking say it. Don't you say it.
It's Cooper Flag.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah, I'm
I
just
thought
keeping
you
it
were
a
gonna
buck
say
with you, bro.
that. I thought you were
No,
gonna say
it's not Con. Bro. Shut.
and that's not to say okay.
Listen, bro, I might hate the Mavericks, but I don't hate Cooper Flag. He's the only person on the Mavericks team I support.
You don't support Kyrie.
Yeah, he's not on the Mavericks right now. He's hurt.
But I think you named all of them. Yeah, no, for me,
The MVP,
MVP.
Luka.
Oh yes, Luka. So for
Yeah.
me, I think
Although I think Shea will win, but I think Luka deserves to win.
my
Like if I
person.
had a vote, I'm voting for Luka.
Oh, I blame me. I vote for him.
I'm
For
voting for
me,
Luka.
my MVP ballot would be right now, season of today. Luca 1, Shea 2, Wemby 3. But like I said, I'm with you. Where if Shea
No, fuck all that
wins,
voting
I'm
shit,
not
bro.
pissed.
Luka is the unanimous MVP in my heart, bro.
That I'm not gonna lie. If Luca wins unanimous MVP, I'm actually gonna check on everyone's
I'm gonna
pulse.
cry tears of joy because my goat finally made it,
Uh,
bro.
but
Made out the mud, bro.
for me, my DPOY pick also Wemby. Other two finalists are Scotty Barnes and Chet. Clutch Player of the Year. Anthony Edwards had it before he got hurt, but I
No, it's
think
Shea. It's Shea.
Shea has it now. Shea has it on lock. I don't even know the other candidates are off the top of my head. MIP. It should be Ryan Rollins off the Bucks. It's not gonna be,
No, no, no. I think the
but it
thing
should
with
be.
MIP is that MIP is also another award that's like criteria based, where like, what do you care about? Do you care about like a 13 point per game score going to like 20, or do you care about like a point per game score going to like
Yeah, but
12?
like Rollins was like a 7 point per game score who went to like 18 this season, if
Yeah,
I'm
that's what
not
I'm saying.
mistaken.
Like, I think that's pretty impressive, but like getting to 25 points per game is pretty cool. Like,
It's
I'm not
one of
gonna
the
lie,
things.
the fact that Denny's actually like at that level is pretty crazy.
What is it, like 25, 6, and 7 or
Yeah.
something like that? I don't know. But yeah, it's also one of the things where it's like, I'm not saying Denny Abby is like a household name,
Wait,
but it comes down to,
Did the Nuggets Warriors game end?
yo, if they lost, no way.
Oh my God, they got crushed.
Who got crushed?
The Warriors,
What's the score?
116 to 93.
The Pods have 30.
No, obviously not. Wait. Oh my God, he had 23. But he had 32 minutes. So for a second, I read it as he had 32 points.
That dude's never tweeting again.
Dude, he has 23 points in this game.
Pods is bro.
D'Anthony
Pods is
Melton,
not a bad player. He's
D'Anthony
the Warriors just hate him. He's not an amazing player, but like for what I value Brandon
Dude,
Pajemski as a 3-and-D
D'Anthony
guard,
Melton is a plus minus of minus 29.
bro. What? I'm not even a plus minus guy, but what? Yo,
Jokic has 25, 15, and 8.
I'm checking this.
Yeah, that's like a normal Luka game, gang. You don't got shit on my goat, bro. Plus minus is
0
16.
points in 25 minutes?
Tony Snell, you can rest.
Nah. He didn't have a.
No, no,
He had two.
he had
Okay,
one
okay.
rebound, 3 assists, and 2 steals, but shit, man.
No, here's why I knew the Warriors were cooked. I saw a graphic of
Yeah.
the game tonight on NBC, and it was Draymond Green and Nikola Jokic, and I was like, "Damn, Steph is in hell." I was like, "Steph is in hell." like,
I,
like,
I don't know what
like,
to say, bro.
like. No, he really. I said it before. I said it again. Steph Curry is Kobe. He is having those Kobe post
The
last
final years
championship
of Kobe,
years.
yeah, the final years
He's
of
just
Kobe.
going out sad, and it's not his fault because Steph was having a great season this year, and then he got hurt, and then it all went to
And then
shit.
Jimmy got the
Oh,
ACL
yeah, Jimmy
tear
got the
too.
AC, and then Perez the most man. Perez the most.
Yeah, that
That
shit was
was,
so hard to watch.
but
Like
nah.
in like terms of just like watching a guy get hurt.
But
Yeah.
to
Like
round
that
out,
reminded me of Gordon Hayward.
Oh my God. Don't even. Yeah.
That
Don't
one
don't
actually
don't
that one
look
was
up Gordon
scary.
Hayward's
Yeah,
injury.
that one was crazy.
But round out my picks though. Coach of the year to me is I got JB Bickerstaff. I'm not mad at Joe Mazzulla. I think Mitch Johnson deserves a lot of respect and credit too.
Mhm.
Um, and then was that the last one? Clutch player, coach, rookie of the year. Oh, I have Cooper Flag, and I
I'm
want
not
to
gonna lie,
say
bro. I have a guy for Nets for coach of the year.
who's
Um,
your guy?
I think Jordy Fernandez deserves to be in that
You
conversation.
know what's funny? Jordy
What you know about my guy Jamal
Jordy
Mosley,
is
bro?
actually not a shit coach. Like
He's not a
the
shit
few
coach.
Nets games I've watched, he knows what he's doing. It's just he doesn't have a good team. Honestly, if the Hornets started winning earlier, Charles Lee is probably in that conversation of
Dude,
coach of
what
the
you know
year.
about coach of the year Jamal Mosley?
Bro, he's gonna get fired this summer, and it's genuinely not his fault.
Dude, what the fuck you want him to do?
It's not his fault, but
His
he's gonna
players are
get
just
fired this summer.
underachieving, bro.
And I actually like him as a coach. Like I'm watching. I'm like,
Dude, I
fuck.
need him to be an assistant coach for like a really good team
I'm
because
not
that's
gonna
where he
lie. The
deserves to
Lakers,
be.
Luka likes him. The Lakers would pick him up. They're
Wasn't he on the
he was on the Mavs staff before he
Yeah,
got the
I know.
job.
That's what I'm pretty sure.
He would get
I'm
picked up.
almost positive. Yeah.
He would get picked up by a team. But no,
You know who needs to become a coach, bro? Micah Nori from the Wolves. I think it's time. It's
yeah, he
time for
needs
him
a
to be a
team.
coach,
He
bro.
needs a
That
team.
dude's always been tough.
But no, real quick though, just get on my soapbox before we wrap things up. Rookie of the year. The reason I say Cooper Flag is my rookie of the year is as someone who, and I'm not saying Colin Kneppel is not deserving of it. I'm not saying that at all. I understand when you look at the numbers, shooting splits, it's Colin Kneppel in that regard. However, as I have watched a good bit, I'd say probably 75% of the Mavs games that have aired this year. There are some I've just not been watching because it's not been fun to watch, even though I've tried. But
I'm not even trying, but
Cooper
I might
Flag
try.
has pretty much had to be the number one option this entire season. I know Anthony Davis played a little bit, but he did not play a lot. And so Cooper Flag is getting the best defensive coverages. He's getting game planned on. He's getting attacked on everybody. He's getting blitz. He's playing out of position. And I feel like with all that being said, he is leading the rookies in points per game, if I'm not mistaken. He is top five in almost every single category. And I just think Colin Kneppel, as great as he has been, I think that is a lot also more a tribute to the Hornets system as a whole. And that's not saying that I am saying that is a knock for him, but he's not getting the coverages that Cooper Flag is getting.
No.
He,
I think Khan's role is a lot smaller. I
yeah,
think he's just kind of allowed to,
it's
play
a
on the wing, shoot threes, and then kind of
yeah,
drive if he really needs to. And I'm not shading that. That's a really good role to play in the NBA, but I don't think he's like,
yeah,
I don't
and
think he's like, I just don't think he's playing what Cooper Flag is doing. Like, I don't think he's
yeah,
doing what Cooper Flag is doing. And I think we should just respect the fact that Cooper Flag is just playing some different fucking ball right now. And look, if Khan wins, like, fine, you know, but I don't know,
yeah.
man. You know what? Honestly, if you do co-rookie of the year, I'm not
I'm
even
not
mad.
mad at it. If they did, I
I'm
was
not
saying
mad.
this is
I'm
one
not
that
mad. I feel like both those guys are friends. I feel like it'd be really cool. Like, I think the NBA would benefit if they just tied the vote on that one and just let them both be it. I remember Dak won Rookie of the Year against Zeke in 2016, and he was like saying, "Yeah, I feel like we should just split this trophy in half."
yeah,
And I was like, "That's cool." Like, especially for like because both of them were on the same team and everything. I don't know. I'm just like, look, like at the end of the day, like we just want to recognize each other. That's the whole
yeah,
point of all
man.
these
Like,
awards, man. Like we don't really need to be like getting involved in this like hot take artistry, content machine bullshit. Like let's just say it as it is. Like, yeah, here's my take. I think Cooper Flag deserves to be Rookie of the Year, but like,
yeah,
it's not like Con Knippel is not like the second like the top one of the top rookies in the game, and he's not playing like lights out.
yeah.
The reason why this is even conversation is because he is. And so yeah, I think
I think
maybe
it's
yeah,
Cooper
let's just do a
Flag.
cut. Yeah, I think it's Cooper Flag if you pick one. If you pick Con, I'm not
I'm
gonna be mad. If you pick VJ Edgecombe, I'm gonna tell you that you suck and I hate you. Although he's also playing fucking amazing, but it's just like not the same level.
this whole rookie class has been great. Dylan Harper, I know he hasn't got a lot of
Yeah, this is
minutes.
one of the better ones as of
Derek
late.
Queen has been great. Cedric Cower is not getting a lot of love in Memphis, but
Dude,
he's been
Memphis,
great. They
buddy's
got a
gonna
good
go
one.
off, bro.
Um, Who else is great? That kid Kalkbrenner, Ryan Kalkbrenner. Oh, and then I know the Kings have been shit, but who's the one guy on the
Lee
is it
Clifford.
Nick Clifford? He's been good too. Like
I knew exactly who's you referring.
yeah,
It's because I
but
know ball.
bottom line, bottom line, the rookies have been
Yo, what do you know
great.
about Igor Demon, bro?
Igor Demon. Igor
Yeah.
Demon is the man who's gonna lead the Nets to the promised land next year, NBA
Yeah, what you
champions.
know about me getting a Demon jersey? Because the Brooklyn Nets are my team.
And that's gonna do it for this episode of the Point of Attack podcast.
Okay.
No, but thank you guys so much for watching. We're gonna try to keep, I would say,
Weekly schedule?
week to week format. We're still kind of figuring out our schedules with just everything going on because we do want to keep this going. Like, first of all, we want to keep this going as long as we want to, but also just in the playoffs, keep a consistent schedule because that's a lot more faster paced. But
In
obviously,
the playoffs, I think we'll change our format where we just take like podcast recordings like
yeah,
as soon as possible and then just like keep uploading them.
yeah, for
And then
sure.
our episodes will just be maybe a little bit shorter.
Yeah, and then I know something we talked about off camera was we said we're gonna try to go to the Spurs playoff game, whoever they're playing round two.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to go to the next playoff game
Yeah.
because my team is not in it this year,
Oh my fucking
unfortunately.
god, you're not a Nets fan.
I am a Nets fan, bro. Dude, I know ball, bro.
Oh my god.
I love
Well,
Brooklyn. I heart Brooklyn. MPJ is my goat.
why? Because the on court stuff or off court stuff.
Off court stuff, you know what's up.
Thank you everybody for
No,
watching.
no, it's because no, it's because I just love when he just jacks up a shot, you know? I love Michael, the possession ends here, Porter Jr. All right. He makes me believe in the opportunity to take my chances.
It's so funny because one, he might fuck around and get traded because he's been so good this season. But
Oh
two,
yeah,
I'll
he's
never forget the Brooklyn Nets, the Nuggets posting like career high in assists, and it was like 2.5 to 3. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. I was like, you can't tell me. I'm not mad at him for not passing because his role is to shoot the ball. But I'm like,
dude.
you know
I'm
what
gonna
you're
be
doing.
honest with you. You gotta respect Michael Porter Jr. Buddy's been playing through nerve damage for
Oh,
like
yeah.
most of his career, and the guy was like, you remember like his high
He was
school
supposed to be a
hype?
top five
You
pick.
remember that? Yeah, he was supposed to be the number one pick in 2018, and then he had all this shit happen. But I'm just saying, don't disrespect my GOAT, Michael Porter Jr. He was the best player of the 2018 draft.
The fuck did you just say? Please stay tuned for more content coming from us very soon.
And check us out on other platforms. We're on Instagram at @pointofattack_podcast.
Thank you.